Quakes Baseball. Brought to you in part by the Ontario Airport Marriott, Vineyard Bank, Charter Media, Galliano Winery, the City of Laughlin Convention and Visitors Bureau, Sprint, Chipotle, Red Roof Inn, the City of Rancho, Cucamonga, Allstate Insurance, Farmer John, Xbox, Yellow Book USA, and NationwideSurveys.com. KWRM 1370 is the radio home for Quakes Baseball all season long. Now, here's the voice of the Quakes, Rob Sinclair.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Epicenter here in Rancho, Cucamonga. I am Jeff Levering, stepping in for Rob Sinclair, your normal play-by-play guy. He can be seen on TV tonight. Dandy of a ball game tonight. It's not so much of a beautiful night to be playing baseball. A little dreary and a possible chance of rain, a little sprinkle here and there. But the wind is blowing out a little bit to right field, as it always does here in Rancho Cucamonga. But a dandy of a ball game nonetheless. The Quakes will be sending out Micah Posey, and he so far is 1-0 so far on the season, and he will be opposed by the Rockies organization number 3 rated prospect, and that is Franklin Morales. He is 0-0 so far on the season, but he has a very good ERA of 1.46. He's pitched in 2 games and only started 1, only thrown 9.2 innings so far on the season. Taking a look at the standings here quickly before we get going, the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes are 9-5 in the South Division of the California League. They are in first place. Inland Empire is at 8-6, a game behind. The Quakes have done a good job here at home. They are 6-2, but away from the Epicenter, they are 3-3, 5-5 within their own division. They won last night against these Modesto Nuts, 11-0, scoring 7 runs in the first inning and 3 in the second to put themselves ahead 10-0 after the first 2 innings, and then tacked on one more run. Ended up winning the game 11-0. The winner last night was Fernando Rodriguez Jr., who improved to 2-0, and Ryan Matthews got the loss, the pride of the Colorado Rockies organization and the ace of this Modesto Nuts staff. He was the loser, and he is now 1-2. The Modesto Nuts come into this game at 7-7, 3.5 games behind the San Jose Giants in the Northern Division of the California League. San Jose at 10-3, Modesto at 7-7. They lost last night. They have won 4 of their last 10 ball games. 5-2 within their division, though, and 6-3 away. So the Quakes will be looking to start off hot like they did last night. Probably not going to score 10 runs in the first 2 innings, but it would be nice for them to get a few early. And when they score early, that is when the Quakes are on their best. Rancho Cucamonga leads the California League in both runs scored and team batting with a .300 batting average, but a closer look reveals that the Quakes have enjoyed the most success when they jump on teams in the first half of the game. Of their 85 runs scored this season, the Quakes have plated 60 or 71% of their overall runs in the first 4 innings, outscoring their opponents 60-16 and leading to an 8-1 record when scoring first. So scoring first will be the top priority for the Quakes tonight against the Modesto Nuts. Once again, your pitching matchup is Micah Posey, who is 1-0, making his first start of 2006. He was used a lot as a starter last year, made 45 starts of his 47 games played, but it is his first start this season, and his opponent tonight will be Franklin Morales, who again is 0-0, searching for his first decision of the season. When we come back, I had a chance to sit down with Cliff Remily, the star of last night's game. He was 4 for 5 with a home run and 3 RBIs. We had a chance to sit down and talk with him in the dugout before tonight's game, and we will hear that interview when we come back on the Quakes Radio Network.
This is Rob Sinclair, the voice of the Quakes at the Ontario Airport Marriott. If you're looking for a great place to eat, the Ontario Airport Marriott features the D Street Sports Bar and Grill, open daily from 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 a.m., the Pacific Grill for the fine diner, or stop by the 24-hour Pacific Deli. The Ontario Airport Marriott is located at 2200 East Holt Boulevard, just off the 10 freeway. The Ontario Airport Marriott, a proud sponsor of your 2006 Quakes on the radio.
The Charter Media Friday Family Fun Pack is back. Get 4 club seats, 4 hot dogs, 4 sodas, a Quakes baseball, 2 Boomers miniature golf passes, 2 Cold Stone Creamery buy 2 get 2 free coupons, and a voucher for a free on-demand movie from Charter Media, all for just $38. The Charter Media Friday Family Fun Pack is available May 26th, June 16th, June 30th, and August 25th. For more information, call the Quakes ticket office at 909-481-5252.
Our guest tonight on the Quakes pregame show. Cliff, talk about last night. 4 for 5, a home run, 3 RBIs. Saw the ball real big last night, huh?
Well, I took some pretty good swings on some balls, found some holes, and whenever you get 4 hits, pretty good night.
Your team absolutely exploded for 11 runs, 10 in the first 2 innings. You guys put up a 7th spot in the first against the Rockies ace. Ryan Matthews is the guy's name. Talk about what your approach was going into the game against a hard-throwing right-hander like him.
We just trying to get guys on base and try to hit them in, you know. With this lineup 1 through 9, we got guys who can pretty much take them deep at any time during the ball game. But luckily we found holes, and we just able to move runners over and score a lot of runs.
You talk about finding holes. You guys only had 2 extra base hits last night, one being your home run. You guys put together a lot of runs by manufacturing, going first to third, finding some holes in between first and second, and short and third. Talk about how you guys were manufacturing last night, as opposed to going for the long ball.
Well, during spring training, our motto is just staying aggressive, going first to third, taking the extra base. And we didn't hit a lot of doubles or home runs last night, but we stayed aggressive, trying to go first to third a lot. And anytime you can go first to third, you're going to score a lot more runs than just if you went base to base. So we tried to do that last night, and we were successful at it.
Now, you're not even a home run hitter, really. You're more of a doubles guy, hit a ball down the line. What got into you last night?
You know, as they say, every blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while. So, you know, when it happens, and that's good. So, but I'm not going to try to hit them. Just when it happens, it happens.
We're going to take a trip down memory lane. Georgia Tech, your alma mater. You keep up with these guys. They're having a pretty good season. They're preseason ranked in the top 5. So they're doing pretty well now, too.
Yeah, I talk to my buddy every once in a while. They're doing pretty good. I hope the pitching staff holds up. Their offense is going to explode for a lot of runs. I know they have a series against Florida State this weekend. I know they beat Florida State 15 to something last night. I got another buddy on this team, Kevin Lynch, who went to Florida State. So I try to give him a little, crap every once in a while. So it's always fun to have a little rivalry going on. So I hope they do good.
Back to tonight's game, the starter for you, Micah Posey. What's he going to do tonight to slow down the Modesto Nuts?
He throws a lot of strikes. He's definitely going to let his defense work for him. He's a good pitcher, good lefty pitcher. So as long as he keeps the ball down, we're going to make the plays for him. We're going to have a good night.
Tonight you face a hard-throwing lefty by the name of Franklin Morales, touted as the number 3 prospect in the Colorado Rockies organization. How is your game plan going to change for him?
I'm going to try, just try to stay on him as long as possible. I know he's a good pitcher, but, we're just going to have faith in our guys, and hopefully we'll come through, find some holes, score some runs.
Cliff, thank you very much for joining us on the pregame show. When we come back, we'll have starting lineups, and you are listening to the Quakes Radio Network.
This is Rob Sinclair, the voice of the Quakes for the Ontario Airport Marriott. If you're looking for a great...
A few years ago, a small bank from Rancho, Cucamonga started sending shockwaves through the banking industry. Vineyard Bank rolled through Southern California with a creative force that is changing the way we bank. We created small ripples at first, with innovative ways to move money quickly and effectively, where it would help businesses and families the most. Then our reputation grew stronger thanks to personal bankers with a can-do attitude committed to building lasting relationships. Vineyard Bank's financial performance was off the scale. A fast-growing bank with a rising stock. New, customer-friendly branches offering easy access to your money, opening throughout the Southland. Online banking on our award-winning website at www.vineyardbank.com. That's Vineyard Bank proud to be your hometown bank, proud to support our hometown team. For more information, please call 1-800-442-4996. That's 1-800-442-4996.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Epicenter here in Rancho, Cucamonga. Thank you for bearing with us with the Cliff Remley interview. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And right now we will introduce the starting lineups over the top of our national anthem being sung tonight. We'll introduce the starting lineups first for the visiting Modesto Nuts, once again coming in with a record of 7-7. Leading off and playing second base, the switch hitter, Corey Wimberly. And playing shortstop will be Jeff Dragicevich. Playing center field will be Matt Miller. He's a right-handed hitter. A lot of righties in this lineup. Catching, batting fourth is Neil Wilson. Doing the designated hitting tonight will be Doc Brooks. Batting sixth will be the left fielder, Justin Nelson. Batting seventh will be the third baseman, Duke Sardinia. First baseman, Kyle Wilson, follow him. And finishing out the starting lineup for the Modesto Nuts, right fielder, Chris Fry. Starting pitcher for the Nuts will be Franklin Morales. Once again, he is 0-0 with a 1.86 ERA. Starting lineup once again for the Nuts, Wimberly, Dragicevich, and Miller, followed by Wilson, Brooks, and Nelson, and Duke Sardinia, Kyle Wilson, and Chris Fry. The starting lineup for the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes will look like this. The center fielder leading off, Josh LeBlanc, followed by third baseman Freddy Sandoval, and the shortstop, Sean Rodriguez. Big shoes to fill for Sean this season after the departed Brandon Wood, who hit 48 home runs for the Quakes last year, is now in Triple-A. Batting fourth will be the designated hitter, Michael Collins. Batting fifth, the right fielder, Cody Fuller, and batting sixth will be the first baseman, Cliff Remley, who was 4 for 5 last night with the home run and 3 RBIs. Batting seventh will be the left fielder, Drew Toussaint. And catching will be Ben Johnson, and playing second base will be Devin Day. The starting pitcher for the Quakes, Micah Posey, 1-0 this season with a 4.05 ERA. His first start of the season. He will feature a fastball that ranges from 87 to 91, a changeup, and a curveball. His out pitch will be used as the curveball will be his out pitch. Posey looking for his first outing. This is his first outing of the season. Like I said, has worked in 5 games so far this season, all as a reliever. He has pitched 6 2/3 innings, has given up 11 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, only given up 1 home run, has walked 4 and struck out 7. One startling number for Posey is that opposing hitters hit 367 against him, and that is tops on the team. He's actually tied with Carl Galinas, who was just put on the suspended list for abuse of steroids. We're about ready to go here. Micah Posey finishing up his last of his warm-up pitches, and we will set the defense for you for the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. Playing left field is Drew Toussaint, and center Josh LeBlanc. Cody Fuller plays right. In the infield, Freddy Sandoval. Sean Rodriguez is playing shortstop. The second baseman is Devin Day, and the first baseman, Cliff Remley. The catcher is Ben Johnson, and the starting pitcher, Micah Posey. Now, Posey, I was talking to the head coach before the game had started today, and he had mentioned that Posey would be on about a 75 pitch limit today, only because he hasn't started yet this season. So they would like to keep his pitch count down. Hopefully that 75 pitches will get him through the 5th inning, and that is what they are looking for from Posey tonight. Leading off for the Modesto Nuts is Corey Wimberly, the second baseman. And here's the first pitch from Rancho Cucamonga, a bunt down the first baseline, and it is swung on, and Remley tried to sweep tag him and missed, so Wimberly is on first base with a lead-off single on the first pitch. Not the ideal start that Posey wanted to get off to. Remley was looking at that pitch, or the ball rolling down the first base line as if he wanted to let it go foul, but then he picked it up, and by that time it was too late. Wimberly was already past him, and he is on first base with a leadoff single. Wimberly's one you have to look out for, has 6 stolen bases on the season. Posey, being a left-handed pitcher, will try and neutralize that speed of Wimberly at first base. Now batting is Jeff Dragovich, the shortstop. Posey's first pitch to him, a fastball in there for strike 1. Dragovich having a very good season so far. He is hitting .300 only in limited time, and the 0-1 pitch is a strike over the outside corner, and it is quickly 0-2. Limited time for Dragovich this season, 3 for 10, scored 2 runs, struck out twice, and has 2 walks. Wimberly showing no signs of stealing first base, and the 0-2 is fouled straight back, so it will remain 0-2. The Quakes sporting their home whites with the black sleeves, and the Modesto Nuts wearing their away grays, and a pick over to first base, and Wimberly is back. Modesto wearing their away grays with a black top. Posey's 0-2, and he will check over at Wimberly once again at first base.
Well, last night, not a very great evening for the Modesto Nuts. Again, 7 spot in the first inning.
Posey ready to go with his 0-2. And Wimberly goes, and it is fouled straight back. Good jump from Wimberly on that. 6 stolen bases for him this season. Has been caught 3 times. The key for Wimberly, I was told by Glenn Allen Hill, the Nuts hitting coach before the game, that they've been trying to get Wimberly to hit the ball on the ground a lot more. He's been having a tendency to fly out and strike out quite a bit so far this season. But they would like to get him to be hitting the ball on the ground and utilizing his speed much more. Only a .360 on-base percentage for Wimberly so far on the season. Posey still ahead in the count, 0-2 to Dragovich. Wimberly goes again, swung on and missed, and Wimberly steals second base without a throw. The curveball got Dragovich swinging. So 1 out, and the center fielder, Matt Miller, coming to the plate. Miller enjoying a very good season, has started 13 of the Nuts' 14 games, is hitting .373, has 3 home runs, that leads the team, and has 12 RBIs, that also leads the team, one of the top hitters in the California League. Posey's first pitch to him with Wimberly at second base, and a check over on Wimberly at second base. Posey's first pitch is a ball outside with the changeup. Miller's 7th in the California League in hitting with that .373 average, behind 3 Quakes. The 1-0 to Miller. Strike on the inside corner with the fastball. Second baseman Devin Day coming in and talking to the starting pitcher, Micah Posey. Miller last night was 0 for 4 with a strikeout, left 4 runners on base. And Posey will step off, and scampering back to second base is Corey Wimberly, the leadoff hitter who reached on a bunt single to lead off the first inning on the first pitch. The 1-1 pitch and a spaghetti move back over Wimberly. And the 1-1 finally is down low with the fastball. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out to the number 3 hitter, Matt Miller, here for the Modesto Nuts. Rancho Cucamonga in the top of the first inning. Posey's 2-1. misses outside with the fastball. And it is 3-1 to Matt Miller, the leading hitter on this Nuts team.
Yeah, last night, no fun at all. Cliff Renly, 4 for 4 last night, first base. For the Quakes.
The 3-1 pitch. And the spaghetti moves him again. Scampering back to second base is Wimberly. Miller doing pretty well against left-handed pitchers so far this season, hitting .444, enjoying great success. The 3-1 misses outside, and Miller will walk down to first base on a 5-pitch walk, excuse me. So Posey getting himself into a little bit of trouble here in the early going. Has 2 runners on. Wimberly got on base with the bunt single up the first baseline. He is at second base. Jeff Dragovich then struck out, and Matt Miller now reaches on the walk, and that brings up the catcher, Neil Wilson. And Posey steps off. Wilson hitting .313 this season in 5 games. Posey, his first pitch. Fastball misses outside, 1-0. Wilson, 5-4-16 in his limited work. Has a double, 5 RBIs. Has only scored 1 run. Posey's 1-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. And that evens the count at 1-1. Good-looking pitch from Posey. A fastball in the inside corner that Neil Wilson just swung right on through. It was a good pitch for him to hit, but he just missed it. So the count is even, 1-1. Posey's pitch. Wimberly goes from second base, and it's a ground ball and gets by the third baseman. Wimberly will score from second base on the base hit by Neil Wilson. So early going, only 1 out here for the Quakes in the top of the first inning, and it is already a 1-0 lead for the Modesto Nuts. They get on the board first. That looked like a ball that Freddy Sandoval could have come up with, but it looked like it took a bad hop, and Wimberly took advantage of it and scored all the way from second base. He was running on the play. First pitch to Doc Brooks is swung on and missed quickly out in front, 0-1. Brooks struggling a bit this season, starting 13 of the 14 games, hitting .239, 2 home runs, 6 RBIs, and the 0-1 pitch misses up high, and that evens the count 1-1. Strikes out quite a bit, leads the team in strikeouts with 17 this season. Justin Nelson has 16, and he is in second. But he also walks a lot. 10 walks on the season, that also leads the team. Posey's 1-1 pitch, swung on and missed for strike 2. Posey really living on that outside corner so far tonight. He's going to be a guy who's not going to overpower you. Once again, he's on a 75-pitch limit. He would like to get through 5 innings. That's what the manager would like to see. And the 1-2 to Brooks. Swung on and missed. Struck him out. So Posey having a bit of problem disposing of these Nuts hitters. Wimberly reached on the bunt base hit up the first base line, but then struck out Dragisevich, and Miller reached on a walk, but then it was the base hit by Neil Wilson that allowed the runner from second base, Wimberly, to score. Now batting is Justin Nelson, batting from the left side against the left-hander, Micah Posey. He takes ball 1 down low. Nelson batting .269, swings at his 1-0 pitch, and it is blooped down the third base line. It is a fair ball. Scoring from second base will be Dragisevich, and the Nuts have got their second run here in the first inning. Drew Toussaint was on his horse to try and get to that ball down that third base line. It was a bit of a bleeder off the end of the bat. Toussaint did his best, but he fielded it on one hop and just too much speed from Matt Miller scoring from second base. So now it is Duke Sardinia at the plate, and he takes strike one right down the middle. And it is 0-1 to the third baseman, Duke Sardinia. The 0-1 to Sardinia, swung on and missed, strike two. Kind of a gloomy night here at Rancho Cucamonga. You would think it would be somewhat sunny and beautiful here down here in Southern California, but not the case tonight. A little dreary, but the wind is blowing out to right field. The 0-2 from Posey. Just missed on the inside corner. It is 1-2. Duke Sardinia, the batter. Posey's 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike three. And Posey gets himself out of a jam, but he surrenders 2 runs on 3 hits. There were 2 left. You're listening to the Quakes Radio Network.
You have choices when it comes to buying auto parts. Before you spend a fortune at a major chain store, visit West Coast Auto Wreckers. We're a proud American company featuring American-made auto and truck parts at great prices. We pay top dollar for junk cars and late model wrecks, and abandoned and illegally parked vehicles are removed for free. One man's trash is another man's treasure. Stop by West Coast Auto Wreckers at 4007 State Street in Montclair, or log on to westcoastautoparts.com.
Galliano Winery, located at 1431 Wineville Road in Mariloma, California. In business since 1927, the Galliano family's roots run deep in Cucamonga Valley's winemaking history, offering a unique array of 25 varieties, including award-winning wines as well as custom labels. The Galliano tradition continues to grow in the Inland Empire. Try the latest award-winning wines in a relaxed country atmosphere of the tasting room. Enjoy a tour of our landmark complex or relax in the beautiful picnic grounds. To reach Galliano Winery, call 909-685-5376. That's 909-685-5376. Or stop by Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Sunday, 10:30 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Welcome back to the Epicenter. Rancho Cucamonga Quakes against the Modesto Nuts. Modesto jumped out to a quick 2-run lead. They put up 2 runs in the top of the first inning, but they will have a crack at tonight's starter, Franklin Morales, now in the bottom of the first. Morales 0-0 with a 1.86 ERA, throwing from the left-hand side. Only started 1 game so far, but he has pitched 9 2/3 innings, has given up 8 hits, 5 runs, only 2 of them earned, and he has hit a batter. One troubling stat for him is that he has only struck out 9 batters so far. Actually, it's a pretty good stat. Strikes out 1 almost per inning, but he has walked 6 batters, and that is tied for the team lead. Batters against him are only hitting .242, so that is a good number to have. Once again, the lineup for the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes that will be facing the lefty Franklin Morales. Leading off will be Josh LeBlanc playing center field. Freddy Sandoval and Sean Rodriguez will be the top 3. Batting 4th, Michael Collins. Batting 5th, Cody Fuller. Cliff Remley, last night's star, will bat 6th. Drew Toussaint playing left field, batting 7th. Ben Johnson batting 8th. And Devin Day rounding out the Quakes lineup, playing second base. Setting the defense for the Modesto Nuts. In left field, Justin Nelson. In center field, Matt Miller. And in right, Chris Fry. Playing third base, Duke Sardinia. At shortstop, Jeff Dragisevich. At second base, Corey Wimberly. And at first, Kyle Wilson. Catching will be Neil Wilson. And the pitcher, Franklin Morales. Similar to the Quakes starter, Micah Posey, Franklin Morales will be on a strict pitch count tonight, throwing 75 to 100 pitches. That's what they're looking for, hopefully to get him through the 7th inning. So leading off for the Quakes will be Josh LeBlanc, the center fielder, and Morales' first pitch to him is a ball inside for ball one, quickly ahead in the count for LeBlanc. The 1-0 pitch up and in. LeBlanc leans back from it. LeBlanc not really a threat to steal. Has 3 stolen bases so far on the season, but struggles with his on-base percentage, hitting only getting on base only 24% of the time. And Morales struggling with his control here, already 3-0, behind in the count on the Quakes leadoff hitter, Justin LeBlanc. The 3-0 pitch. Strike over the inside corner with the fastball. LeBlanc struggling, is only batting .294 so far on the season. The 3-1 pitch. Strike on the outside corner once again with the fastball. Franco Morales touted as the number 3 rated prospect in the Colorado Rockies organization. So the Quakes will have a test so far this season. And the 3-2 pitch to LeBlanc is a tapper up the middle, fielded by the second baseman, Corey Wimberly, throws on to first base for the first out of the inning. So Freddy Sandoval will have his first crack at Franklin Morales now. Good job of Morales. Coming back in the count, was down 3-0, got it to 3-2, and then induced the ground ball to second base. Freddy Sandoval up there now. Sandoval enjoying a good season. Started in all 14 of the Quakes games, batting .333, a switch hitter, so he is batting right-handed against the lefty Morales. The first pitch from him, and a strike right down the middle, and it is quickly 0-1. Freddy Sandoval out of Tijuana, Mexico, .333, 2 home runs, and 11 RBIs. Morales ready to go on 0-1, and it is fouled straight back. Sandoval just missing that pitch, fouling it straight back. Good left-handed speed from Morales. Sandoval down in the count, 0-2. Morales' 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed, strike 3. So Morales having no problem with these Quakes batters who put up 10 runs in the first 2 innings against the starter last night, Ryan Matthews, but have come in a bit of a stalemate against the lefty Franklin Morales. So now Sean Rodriguez, the shortstop, will have his first crack at Franklin Morales. Rodriguez, like I said when I was setting the lineup, has some big shoes to fill, replacing the great Quake, Brandon Wood. First pitch from Morales is a strike on the outside corner. And the 0-1. Curveball misses inside. Rodriguez having a good season, batting .395 so far. That is good for third in the California League. Morales is 1-1. Down low and outside. Rodriguez ahead in the count, 2-1. Rodriguez batting at .395, 15 for 38, 2 home runs, 7 RBIs. Morales is 2-1. And there's a ball driven in the left center field gap. And Nelson will not get it. Rodriguez rounds first, heads for second base, and he will stop there with a 2-out double. Rodriguez gets the first hit for the Quakes. Good piece of hitting. Fastball came on the inside corner, was ahead in the count, 2-1, did a great job of putting his hands inside and driving that ball towards the hardwood floor sign out there in left center field. And the Quakes have somebody in scoring position for the designated hitter, Michael Collins. Collins batting .385 this season, right behind Sean Rodriguez in the California League leaders. He is actually 6th in the California League in hitting. Has 20 hits and 52 at-bats, 2 home runs, and 12 RBIs. Morales ready to go. His first pitch. Ball down low to Michael Collins. Michael Collins, designated hitter, the fourth place hitter in the Quakes lineup. Morales at the set, the 1-0. Swung on and missed the curveball outside. What it looks like, Morales will feature a fastball that gets right up in there in the mid-90s. He throws a sharp slider that he likes to keep away from batters, uses a backdoor pitch, and the curveball, which we have seen him throw to a couple batters as well, the one especially to Sandoval that tied him up and knocked on the strikeout. Looks like that curveball will be his out pitch. 1-1 to Michael Collins. Misses down low with the fastball, so Collins ahead in the count, 2-1. Sean Rodriguez at second base after the two-out double, sparking this Quakes team down 2-0 already. The Nuts put a two-spot up in the first, and here are the Quakes trying to rebound and put a run back on the board and get closer to coming back in this ball game, even though it is early. Collins swinging a drive into left center field. Nobody's going to get that. It's going to split the gap in between Miller and Nelson, go all the way to the wall. Rodriguez will score from second base, and Collins drives him in with another two-out double, and that will make the score 2-1. So back-to-back doubles into the left center field gap for Sean Rodriguez and Michael Collins, and the Quakes have cut the lead in half. Collins once again ahead in the count. Looks like Morales been struggling. Had no problem getting ahead. Struggled getting ahead of the first batter, Josh LeBlanc, but then had no problem disposing of Freddy Sandoval. But it seems to me that when he gets behind in the count, has a tendency to throw the pitches out over the middle of the plate and are susceptible to the Quakes. First pitch to Cody Fuller. Swung on and missed with the fastball for strike one. Fuller out of Bulverde, Texas. Played his college baseball at Texas Tech. Swung on and missed for the second pitch, and it is 0-2 quickly to Cody Fuller. Fuller also played wide receiver for Texas Tech, and his brother is currently enrolled at the university, and also his father is an alumni of Texas Tech. The 0-2 to Fuller, fouled off to the right side. Very defensive swing from Fuller on 0-2. Fastball on the outside corner. Good tailing action to the outside from the lefty Franklin Morales. Very defensive swing. Cody Fuller playing right field tonight. Morales ready to go, and his 0-2. Swung on and missed, and he strikes out Cody Fuller. But not before the Quakes strike for one, cut the Nuts lead in half. It is now 2-1 after one here at the Epicenter. You're listening to the Quakes Radio Network.
For 60 years, you've included Best Western in your family's summer vacation. To say thanks, the Best Western hotels of California, Hawaii, and Nevada are offering a limited edition $50 Best Western travel card and up to 20% off your stays with their baseball fan rate. Experience the best summer ever with the Best Western hotels of California, Hawaii, and Nevada. Because when you stay any 6 nights with them through August 19th, you'll receive a $50 travel card to use toward a future Best Western stay anywhere in the world, including the 338 hotels in California, Hawaii, and Nevada. Visit them today at bestwesternbaseball.com or call 866-743-8738. And remember to book the baseball fan rate.
Great moments in Laughlin
The Charter
history.
Media Friday Family.
Jeff from Barstow tries out his new camera phone.
Hey, Jeff sending pictures from Laughlin.
Looks like you rented a jet ski.
Cool. Nice floating by a pontoon boat.
Are there girls on there?
Yeah, those are girls.
Are they hot?
Yeah, and they're really tan. I think he's in a casino now.
Are the girls with him?
They're blowing on his dice. Nice, he won.
Good. He owes me money.
They're in a nightclub now.
Whoa.
Knee-deep in females.
That never happens when we're with them.
Hello?
Hey, man, you guys should come down here. Oh, hey, baby.
Jeff says hello.
Uh-huh.
I hate Jeff.
Laughlin, Nevada. Founded on fun.
I don't want to know what that is.
For information, call 1-800-4-LAUGHLIN or go to visitlaughlin.com.
Modesto leading the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes 2-1, top of the second inning. Early action here from the epicenter in Rancho Cucamonga. Micah Posey into his windup in the first pitch to second baseman Kyle Wilson, swung on and missed for strike one. Micah Posey, the starting pitcher for the Quakes, working quickly and delivers a strike on the inside corner for strike two. So quickly ahead of Kyle Wilson. Wilson, the first baseman for the Nuts. And down in the count early, 0-2, fouls the ball off of his shin, and it will remain at 0-2. Kyle Wilson limited action this year, starting in 8 of the Nuts' 14 games, batting .174, struggling a bit early, has 3 RBIs. Posey's 0-2 is a fastball high for ball one. Posey's 1-2 misses inside with the slider, so that evens the count at 2-2. The 2-2 from Posey, swung and a drive to left field. And that ball is gone. That ball got out of here in a hurry over the left field wall, over the Go Angel sign if you've been to the epicenter. And Kyle Wilson had stopped at second base thinking that it was a ground rule double, but the umpires waving their hands saying, hey, you know what? You just hit yourself a bomb and gave your team a 3-1 lead. Kyle Wilson with his first home run of the season. The high fastball from Posey that he just deposited over the left field wall, and it looked like it hit off the top of that yellow stripe right on top of the wall. That's what might have confused Wilson. So the first pitch to Chris Fry misses down low for ball one. Kyle Wilson with a home run, giving the Nuts a 3-1 lead here in the top of the second inning. And Fry misses down low for ball two. And the 2-0 pitch is a strike right down the middle of the plate. 2-1 to the right fielder, Chris Fry, the number 9 hitter in the Modesto lineup. Working quickly, Posey on 2-1, and there's a ground ball in the right field for a base hit. And the Nuts have something going once again here in the second inning. Seeing eye single into right field for Chris Fry, and he has himself another base hit. Fry batting .360. Once again, a threat to steal. Has 2 stolen bases on the season, tied for second on the team in that category. That will bring back up to the plate the leadoff hitter, Corey Wimberly, the second baseman, who had a bunt single in his first at-bat. First pitch from Posey misses down low for ball one. Wimberly trying to get Fry over to second base. Squares and bunts around. Throw back to first base, not in time. Chris Fry trying to bunt himself on for a hit. He tried to push that ball down the first base line. Ball was up and out. Tough pitch to bunt in that situation. So the count is even at 1-1. Micah Posey struggling so far tonight. And the 1-1 is a ground ball right into right field. That's a base hit. Going from first to third is Fry. Here's the throw, and he is out at third base. A great throw from the right fielder, Cody Fuller. On the play, the umpire in this 3-man rotation, the umpire from home plate has that call at third base. He was running out, and he was on the cutout of third base, and he slipped, and he fell, but still had the presence of mind to make the call. He tips his cap to the crowd giving him a standing ovation, saying congratulations, way to stick with that play. Made the call from the seat of his pants. Nice play. I know my dad, who is an umpire up in Northern California, would be proud of the umpire on the rotation still having the presence of mind, making the play from the seat of his pants. So the Quakes get their first out here in the top of the second inning, although Posey has given up 3 hits. Cody Fuller throwing out a runner, trying to go from first to third. That was Chris Fry. And now the number 2 batter, Jeff Dragicevich, will be the batter. He struck out in his last at-bat. The first pitch is not a pitch, in fact, and it's a check over on Corey Wimberly. So Wimberly attracting some of the attention from Micah Posey. Big lead. His back foot on the cutout of first base, about 10 feet away. Posey steps off. Posey with a long look over at Wimberly at first. Wimberly fakes the steal, and there's a line drive to second base. Caught and throws onto first base. Double play. Rancho Cucamonga turns the double play, ends the threat for the Nuts, and that will do it for the top of the second inning. They score 1 run on 3 hits. The home run by Kyle Wilson, but that is it. Micah Posey induces the double play, and we will head to the bottom of the second. You are listening to the Quakes Radio Network.
There's just nothing that beats the serenity and beauty of a koi pond or water garden. If you have a pond or you're thinking about starting one, let Mystic Koi and Water Gardens help. They specialize in everything from initial design and construction to equipment and maintenance. They stock beautiful, healthy koi and goldfish and an extensive variety of water lilies, grasses, and plants. From small tubs and water gardens to large-scale koi ponds, you can rely on Mystic. Log on to mystickoi.com today.
Everyone wants a healthy lawn and garden. However, fertilizer works better and is more cost-effective when used properly. By following the directions on the package and making sure water does not run off your property, you can keep fertilizer from washing away. Water that runs off your lawn or garden flows into the gutter and drains directly into the Santa Ana River, carrying excess fertilizer with it. Any fertilizer that reaches local waterways pollutes the environment for people and aquatic life. Next time you use fertilizer, make the following choices to protect our environment, your pocketbook, and public health. Follow the directions on the product. More is not better. Extra fertilizer just gets washed off your lawn or garden. Avoid using fertilizer near ditches or gutters. When watering your lawn and garden, make sure water does not run into the street and carry fertilizer with it. Do not apply fertilizer before a rainstorm. Store fertilizers and chemicals in a covered area and in sealed containers. When it is time to dispose of leftover chemicals, call 1-800-253-2687 for the Household Hazardous Waste Collection Site near you. For more pollution prevention tips, please call the City Rancho Cucamonga at 909-477-2740 extension 4060.
Cucamonga, 3-1. Modesto leading the Quakes here in the bottom of the second inning. They will attack the left-hander Franklin Morales with their 6, 7, and 8 hitters so far this inning. Their first look at the lefty. Cliff Remley will lead it off. Remley, last night's star, was 4 for 5 with a home run. Drove in 3. And he also scored 2 runs, really increasing his average up to 314 so far this season. In that interview we had with him before the game, I asked him, he wasn't too much of a home run hitter, but said, hey, blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while. He squared a ball up and hit the ball out last night. Now, usually the wind is blowing out to right field here at the Epicenter, and that is where he went with that home run. So Remley in the box facing Franklin Morales. And the lefty's first pitch is a strike over the outside corner for strike 1. Remley batting left-handed against the lefty, Franklin Morales. Morales ready to go on the 0-1, and there's a ground ball foul down the third baseline. Pitch was inside, and Remley was jammed on the pitch, dribbled it down the left field line. So quickly 0-2 to the Quakes' number 6 hitter. Morales has his sign. He's ready to go. And a curveball over the outside corner misses for ball 1. Modesto leading Rancho Cucamonga 3-1 here in the bottom of the second inning. Early action here from the epicenter. The 1-2 fouled down the third baseline once again. Remily, a Georgia Tech product. Happy to see his former Yellow Jacket back in the lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers tonight. Nomar Garcia-Parra getting back in there after his stint off the DL. It is 1-2 to Remily, and that is swung on and tapped foul behind the plate. No, the ball was not fouled at all. It was swung on and missed. The catcher did not block the ball, went all the way back to the screen, but Remily will reach on the strikeout. So that will go down as a pass ball against the catcher every time that the pitcher throws a ball and it is in the dirt and the catcher does not block it on strike three. It is ruled as a pass ball. Tough rule, but Neil Wilson will pick up the pass ball. So the Quakes have a runner on, and Morales' first pitch to Ben Toussaint is a strike over the inside corner.
Big night like everybody else did. 2 for 4 last night. 2 RBIs.
Morales checks over at Remily, safe over first base, very close. Morales does a great job of going over to first base, hiding the fact he really takes advantage of that 45-degree angle that the umpires give you to where you either have to go home or pick over to first base. It's called the balk line, and he pretty much is at 45 degrees, no doubt. Remily learning quickly. Morales' fastball misses up high, and it count is even at 1-1 to the left fielder, Drew Toussaint. Toussaint last night had a good game, 2 for 4, 2 RBIs, scored a run, upped his average up to 255. And the 1-1 up high, so it is now 2-1. Morales ready to go on 2-1, and we'll check over on Remily at first base once again, and they're safely. Lancaster and High Desert battling it out right now. They are in the bottom of the second inning. High Desert leading 2-1. And there's a line drive back up the middle. Great play by Wimberly, and he blows the throw to his shortstop, Jeff Dragicevic. Great play by Wimberly to get to the ball and not allowing it to trickle into the outfield and possibly having Remily go from first to third, stop the ball, but then made a horrible throw, pulling Dragicevic off the bag. So there are runners at first and second base. We will rule that a hit for Drew Toussaint. And there are runners at first and second. Nobody out for the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. And the 8th place hitter, Ben Johnson, is the batter. Johnson not enjoying very much success so far this season, batting just above the Mendoza line at 205. Has started 10 of the 14 games, has 1 home run and 6 RBIs. Looking to cash in here for the Quakes in the bottom of the second inning. Morales ready to go. First pitch to Johnson is a fastball high and outside for ball 1. Good crowd on hand here at the Epicenter on a Saturday night, enjoying the Modesto Nuts and the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. Morales' 1-0 pitch in the dirt. Good block by Neil Wilson. Another couple games in progress from the California League as Morales steps behind the rubber and adjusts his shirt. San Jose and Lake Elsinore doing battle from Lake Elsinore, and it is a 0-0 tie. San Jose has 1 hit so far. Stockton on top of Visalia, 7-0. They put up a 5 spot in the first inning. Ben Johnson taking time out, granted from the home plate umpire. Morales taking too much time. Tall left-handed pitcher. And his 2-0 pitch swung on and lifted into short right field. And it will be Chris Fry who makes the catch. Tagging at second base was Cliff Remley, but he stops. And runners will still remain at first and second base now with one out after the flyout by Ben Johnson. Devin Day will be the batter. Day having a solid season, 286, 7 RBIs, no home runs. Gets on base at a 355 clip. Morales' first pitch to Devin Day is a fastball outside for ball one. Franklin Morales, 6 feet, 170 pounds, out of Monte Cristo of the Dominican Republic. The 1-0 pitch is swung on and missed, so it is 1-1 to Devin Day. Morales was in Asheville last year, still in the Rockies organization down in the Rookie League. Morales with an even count of 1-1 to Devin Day, misses outside. 2 balls and 1 strike to the second baseman, Devin Day of the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. Have something going early here. Cliff Remley at second base after he struck out and reached first base on the pass ball by the catcher Neil Wilson, and then Drew Toussaint followed with a base hit. Great play by the second baseman Corey Wimberly, but could not get the force at second base. The 2-1 pitch fouled out of the stadium off to the right side. So the count is even at 2-2 to Devin Day. Devin Day out of Gilbert, Arizona. And the 2-2 pitch swung on and missed. Strike 3 on the high fastball. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. Still runners on first and second base, trying to cash these Quake runners in. Already trailing 3-1 here in the bottom of the second inning. And it will be up to the center fielder and leadoff hitter Josh LeBlanc to do it here in the bottom of the second. LeBlanc grounded out to second base in his first at-bat. 0 for 1 on the day so far. LeBlanc hitting from the left side against the left-hander Franklin Morales. Other games in progress in the California League. After this pitch, which is high and inside, it is 1-0 to LeBlanc. Inland Empire put a 6 spot up in the top of the first inning against Bakersfield. Bakersfield retaliated with 1 run, so it is 6-1 in the top of the second. And the 0-1 pitch, ground ball back up the middle. Morales has it, slips over to the first baseman Kyle Wilson, and that will retire the side for the Quakes. They had a threat going. They left 2 runners on only 1 hit. Didn't score any runs after 2 complete innings. It is the Modesto Nuts 3 and the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes 1. You're listening to
Hey folks,
Quakes
Ron
Radio
Sinclair here to tell you about the good people at Nationwide Surveys and what they can do for your business. They can handle customer surveys, employee feedback, and even online and on-site data collection. That's Nationwide Surveys, reliable feedback, fast. Call them today at 1-800-252-0640 or visit them at nationwidesurveys.com. That's 800-252-0640 or online at nationwidesurveys.com.
When a team renovates their stadium, they do so to improve the comfort and beauty for the home team. If you're planning on remodeling your own home stadium, call Aspen Wood Cabinetry. We specialize in custom cabinetry and millwork, from kitchen to baths, entertainment centers to wall units, even mantels. We feature whole house cabinetry, providing quality craftsmanship since 1978. Gather your ideas and give us a call. You'll find Aspen Wood Cabinetry in your yellow pages.
Aspen Wood Cabinetry. If you can imagine it, we can build it.
The 2006 Rancho Cucamonga Quakes aren't always playing baseball at the Epicenter. During their downtime, you can catch them playing the official gaming console of the 2006 Quakes, Xbox 360. Xbox 360 is the most powerful video game and entertainment system out there, delivering the best games, the next generation of premier Xbox Live online gaming services, and unique digital entertainment experiences that revolve around you. Xbox 360, available now at your local retailer. Jump in at www.xbox.com for more information.
Top of the third inning here at the Epicenter, Rancho Cucamonga. Micah Posey on the mound, struggling a little bit, giving up 3 runs already on 6 hits, and he will face the 3, 4, 5 hitters in the Modesto Nuts lineup, and leading off will be Matt Miller. Posey's first pitch is a changeup over the inside for ball 1. Posey ready to go again is 1-0. Fouled straight back. Miller right on it, just missing it. And that evens the count at 1-1. Miller walked and scored in his first at-bat. And there's a ground ball to the third baseman. Freddy Sandoval throws across the diamond. Good pick by Cliff Remley to retire Matt Miller. So 1 out here in the top of the third inning. That is the first time that Posey has retired the first batter of an inning. Good to get that leadoff batter out. Now batting is the catcher, Neil Wilson, and Posey's ready to go. And his first pitch to Wilson is a ground ball to the third baseman. Sandoval once again throws across to Remley, and there are 2 quick outs for the Modesto Nuts. Posey making quick work of Modesto so far here in the top of the third. Now, if Doc Brooks can find a way to ground out to third base, he would have a chance to give Freddy Sandoval a look into the record books. Books is making 3 assists in 1 inning, and that would be a major league record. Would go on to tie about 600 other people who have done it, but your name would be in the books nonetheless. The first pitch is a pop foul out of play, and Doc Brooks is down in the count 0-1. Posey doing a good job of getting ahead of the hitters in this inning, and it has led to some success. He's only thrown 5 pitches so far, and he already has 2 outs, and he's ahead of the designated hitter, Doc Brooks. The 0-1 to Brooks is a fastball outside for ball 1. Brooks struck out in his last at-bat, one of the 3 strikeout victims of Posey. Taps 1 foul, and Posey's ahead in the count, 1-2. Posey, although he gave up 2 runs in the first inning, actually struck out the side. Brooks, a right-handed hitter, facing Posey, the lefty, is 1-2, misses down in the dirt. Good block by Ben Johnson to keep it in front of him. Count is even at 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Posey to Brooks, and he strikes him out with the changeup. Outside corner. Quick 1-2-3 inning for Micah Posey here in the top of the third. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the third inning. Quakes coming to the plate. You're listening to the Quakes Radio Network.
Friends and family visiting you this summer? Don't worry. Add a room instantly by calling your friends at the Red Roof Inn. Red Roof Inns offer quality rooms, friendly service, great rates, and kids stay free. Plus, as a Ready Card preferred member, you'll earn points towards free room nights. With 360 Red Roof Inns nationwide, you'll find locations everywhere, including Ontario, San Dimas, and Victorville. Visit us today at redroof.com or dial 800-RED-ROOF.
Pressed for time? Gotta get something good for the family and real quick? Think Chipotle. For gourmet meals on the run, Chipotle Mexican Grill is famous for their huge portions. Plus, it's fresh. Fresh gourmet burritos and tacos prepared the way you like it. Nothing processed or frozen. Plus, their recipes are created by a classically trained chef. No, not that type of classical, but it will be music to your mouth when you bite into a Chipotle burrito stuffed with 17 different ingredients and marinated in their famous Chipotle adobo sauce. And for those of you who like to eat healthy, skip the tortilla and have a burrito bowl because they get fresh veggies delivered every day. Add some lettuce and homemade guacamole, and you've got a salad fiesta. Chipotle has a brand new location in Norco, or for one nearest you, visit their website at chipotle.com. Chipotle, where their burritos let you cover all 4 food groups in one single bite, and fast food that is not only healthy and fresh, but you can eat it with your hands. Chipotle, now open in Norco, on Hamner between 1st and 2nd Street, or find a location nearest you at chipotle.com. That's Chipotle, CHIPOTLE.com.
One Modesto here in the bottom of the 3rd inning from the epicenter in Rancho, Cucamonga. Freddy Sandoval will lead it off against the lefty Franklin Morales here in the bottom of the 3rd. Sandoval, a strikeout victim in his first at-bat. Sandoval was in Cedar Rapids last year of the Rookie League of the Angels. Had a good season, enjoyed good success with a .281 average. Hit 4 home runs, drove in 63, and stole 17 bases. Morales ready to go here in the bottom of the 3rd, and the first pitch to Sandoval is fouled straight back. Good cut from Sandoval on the first pitch. Morales ready to go on 0-1. Fastball over the outside corner for strike 2. And quickly, Sandoval is in an 0-2 hole. Morales gets the sign from his catcher, Neil Wilson, and he rocks and fires. A fastball up and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. This dreary dusk that was this afternoon turned into a beautiful night. Wind still blowing out a little bit to the right field wall. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Freddy Sandoval, the leadoff hitter in the bottom of the 3rd. Slider misses outside, and the count is now even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Morales is 2-2. Misses down and inside with the fastball, and the count is full. Morales ready to go on 3-2. Sandoval swings and drives one foul. Morales, his 3-2 once again to Freddy Sandoval, the leadoff hitter. Misses down low for ball 4. So for the second time in 2 innings, the Quakes will have a runner on first base to lead off the inning. And like I said in the pregame, they need to score often and they need to score early. Rancho Cucamonga leads the California League in both runs scored and team batting average. They've scored 85 runs and hit 300. But a closer look revealed that the Quakes have enjoyed the most success when they jump out early. Well, it was the opposite tonight when the Modesto Nuts scored 2 runs in the first inning. A pick over to first base, and they have Sandoval picked off. Sandoval had taken off for second base, but Morales picked over on that balk move. Good throw from Kyle Wilson over to Jeff Dragizevich, and they retire Freddy Sandoval. 1-3-6 in the books. So that leadoff hitter that will be no more. But Sean Rodriguez, the batter, puts one right over the first baseman's glove and into right field for a single. And they get that runner right on back, but this time only with 1 out instead of the leadoff hitter. Too bad that Sandoval had to get picked off there, because that's a ball that he could have gone from first to third, something that the Quakes enjoy doing, a lot like the big club, the Anaheim Angels, the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, Seems that they preach in their organization that they like to hit and run and move guys over. They're not the type of team to be sitting back and taking pitches and waiting for that 3-run homer, but they like to move guys, they like to be aggressive, and had they not been picked off, and Morales with a quick snap throw over to first base, it gets by and actually goes up into the stands, and Rodriguez will be at second base. Good pickoff move from Morales. Might have had him had it been a good throw, but the ball bounced about 3 feet in front of where the first baseman Kyle Wilson was playing, and the ball bounced and jumped into the stands, and now Sean Rodriguez is at second base in scoring position with 1 out for the number 4 hitter Michael Collins. Michael Collins had a double in the left center field gap in his last at-bat, drove in the lone Quakes run so far. That was Sean Rodriguez, who also doubled. Morales, his first pitch to Collins. Swing and a drive into right center field. The first baseman, the center fielder, Matt Miller, goes and snares it out of the outstretched arms. But Rodriguez tags up from second base and goes over to third. So a productive out nonetheless for Michael Collins, getting Rodriguez over to third base. Won't look like a sac fly in the book, but that is indeed what it was. Put a drive into it to right center field, but it was Matt Miller who made a great athletic play, running it down and stretching out his arm and getting it just at the last moment before it would have gone past his outstretched glove. So now Cody Fuller will get his second shot at Franklin Morales. Morales will be out of the windup with a runner on third base and 2 outs. First pitch misses high. Is high for ball 1. Cody Fuller, a strikeout victim in his last at-bat. The pitch from Morales, down and outside. Nice play by Neil Wilson. The ball was way outside. Swung his feet out there and blocked it. Fuller ahead in the count, 2-0. Morales from the windup. And the pitch. Misses up and inside. Wilson jumped out of his crouch to try and get Sean Rodriguez to hustle back to third base. Taking over the pick. 3-0 on the right fielder, Cody Fuller. Takes a strike over the middle of the plate, and it is 3-1. Still ahead in the count. Good pitchers, good batters count for Cody Fuller. Fuller with 5 RBIs so far in the season, and the 3-1 pitch is fouled straight back. So now the count is full. Cody Fuller battling here. Morales battling his way back to an even count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch to Fuller is up and outside, and Fuller draws a 2-out walk. Let's pause for a second and take a break for station identification. You're listening to the Quakes Radio Network.
You're tuned to Jeff Levering and Quakes Baseball on AM 1370 KWRM, Colorado, California.
Runners on first and third, 2 outs here for the Quakes. And the batter is Cliff Remley, last night's star, was on base by strikeout in his last at-bat. First pitch to Remley is a strike over the outside corner, and it is 0-1. Remley swinging from the left side. And the pitch from Morales, a curveball that misses high and outside, evens the count, 1-1. The Georgia Tech product, Cliff Remley. Remley split time last year in Rancho Cucamonga and Cedar Rapids. Enjoyed good success at both places. Swinging a tapper back to the mound. Morales goes to first base. And Remley is retired to end the threat in the bottom of the third inning. They leave 2 runners on after only getting a hit. Do not score a run. The Modesto Nuts leading the Quakes 3-1.
We at KWRM 1370 know that you have a choice when it comes to sports radio, and we also know that you're in the right place. By airing the local games that matter most to you, KWRM is your Orange County and Inland Empire sports leader. Whether it's professional baseball, college basketball, or high school football, no one delivers the best in exciting local play-by-play like KWRM. Check out our new website at KWRM1370am.com. That's KWRM1370am.com, and thanks for being a part of our all-star lineup.
You know, the goal of baseball is to get home quickly. The last thing you want to see is some player lollygagging around third when there's going to be a close play at the plate. Well, Farmer John feels the same way about ham, bacon, sausage, and hot dogs. You know, all Farmer John products are made fresh right here in the Southland. That way, they get to your home as quickly as possible, and it's a short slide into the plate. That's your plate at home. No home plate. Get fresh. Get Farmer John.
You wouldn't want your favorite sports team to only play offense or only play defense. So when it comes to insurance, why settle for someone that can handle only your auto policy? Bring your home and auto insurance to Allstate now, and you can save big on both. You deserve someone that can assist you more. That's Allstate stand. Are you in good hands? Hey, sports fans, call Allstate agent Sal Ayala Jr. at 909-984-8528 today. Subject to availability and qualifications, Allstate Insurance Company, Allstate Property and Casualty Insurance Company, and Allstate Indemnity Company, Northbrook, Illinois.
Welcome back to the epicenter here in Rancho Cucamonga. The first pitch to the left fielder, Justin Nelson, was tapped foul. The pitcher, Micah Posey, made a run for it on the third baseline, but just missed it. So it is a foul ball and an 0-1 count. Fans Quakes Baseball, brought to you in part by Chili's Bar and Grill in Rancho Cucamonga, located at 10598 Foothill Boulevard. Enjoy the atmosphere inside or the convenience of Chili's to go. Chili's, live a little. The 0-1 pitch to Justin Nelson misses down low, and that evens the count at 1-1. Here in the top of the fourth inning, Modesto on top of Rancho Cucamonga, 3-1. The 1-1 from Posey to Nelson swung on and missed, and it is now 1-2. Nelson had an RBI single in his last at-bat. He scored Matt Miller. And the 1-2 pitch, a curveball, tried to go over the inside corner and just missed. Very close pitch. And the 2-2 misses down low again, and the count runs full. Justin Nelson, 269 on the year. The 3-2 pitch from Posey, and it is reached out and lined into left field, and it gets by the left fielder. Left fielder just Drew Toussaint dove for it, and now Nelson is making his way to third base, and he will make it in there safely. And he has himself a leadoff triple. It was a line drive to left field that Drew Toussaint tried to dive for and slow it down and make the catch, but he ended up missing the ball completely, and it rolled all the way to the left field wall. The center fielder, Josh LeBlanc, had to come over just to get the ball back in. So Justin Nelson starts off the Modesto Nuts top of the fourth inning with a leadoff triple, and that does not bode well for Micah Posey. Now Duke Sardinia, the third baseman who was a strikeout victim in his last at-bat, has a chance to tack some more runs on the board. First pitch to him, a fastball that is fouled straight back, so it is 0-1. The Quakes bring their infield into half depth. The shortstop and second baseman are playing halfway from the outfield grass into the infield grass, trying to cut this run off if possible. The 0-1 pitch fouled at the plate, and it will be 0-2. So Posey getting ahead of hitters, but it's Justin Nelson who has been taking advantage so far in the top of the fourth inning. Micah Posey ahead in the count, 0-2 on the third baseman, Duke Sardinia. Posey at the belt. The pitch just misses over the inside corner. Tried to go inside and tried to tie up Duke Sardinia, but the call was not made. Posey likes working quickly, already at the belt, ready to go again on 1-2. Fastball misses outside. It is now 2-2. Posey was ahead in this count, 0-2. Now it is run even at 2-2. Runner on third base, Justin Nelson, after a leadoff triple. High leg kick from Posey, and there's a swing and a drive into left field. LeBlanc is on his horse in the left center field. He will not get it. It one hops the wall in center field. Scoring will be Justin Nelson. No problem there. And Duke Sardinia lines a double in the center field. And that will be the fourth run for the Modesto Nuts.
4-1. Duke Sardinia with the one-run double.
The Nuts enjoying a 4-1 lead off the double from Duke Sardinia. Justin Nelson led it off with a triple, and Sardinia swung and drove a ball and one hopped the wall over by that 400 marker in center field. And the catcher, Ben Johnson, goes out and has a word with Micah Posey after that ball was absolutely crushed to drive in Nelson to add on that fourth run. Top of the fourth inning, no outs, one run already in for the Modesto Nuts here at the epicenter. Posey's first pitch is a ball up and outside to the first baseman, Kyle Wilson. Wilson led off the top of the second and drove in that third run that the Nuts have with a home run over the left field wall. Fouls this pitch straight back, so it is 1-1 to Kyle Wilson. Jumped all over a 1-2 pitch. Posey tried to go inside, and Wilson did a great job of bringing his hands inside and driving over the left field wall for the third run. It is now 4-1 Modesto. Swinging a routine ground ball to shortstop. Rodriguez on the run, makes the play, but on the play, moving to third base is Duke Sardinia. But Kyle Wilson gets the job done with no outs, gets the runner over from second to third base. One of those at-bats that will not go down in the books as a sacrifice, but it is touted as one. A productive out nonetheless, something that won't show up in the box score, but a productive out, and he gets high fives from everybody in his dugout. Posey's first pitch and a back pick from Ben Johnson, not in time to get Duke Sardinia, who is at third base after doubling in Justin Nelson, who had led off the inning with a triple. Chris Fry is the batter now, the right fielder, who had a base hit in his last at-bat. Fry was thrown out trying to advance to third base on a base hit. The 1-0 pitch misses outside, 2-0. One out here in the top of the fourth inning. Chris Fry, the batter. Micah Posey, the hitter. Posey's pitch is tapped foul behind the plate, and it is 2-1. Quakes infield once again at medium depth. Not quite all the way back, but playing about halfway in the infield, trying to cut down another run. Posey has his sign. He's ready to go. And the pitch is a strike over the outside corner, and the count is even. Excuse me, it is now 3-1. Well, it appears to me that I thought it was a 2-1 count in that last at-bat, but it was not. And scoreboard says it's 3-1, but it's actually 2-2. Either way, Chris Fry battling Micah Posey. Fry batting from the left side, Posey throwing from the left side, and his 3-2 pitch misses down low. And now it is 3-2. Some confusion with the scoreboard operator and the home plate umpire. It is now 3-2. That was not ball 4. So we still have Chris Fry batting with a 3-2 count against Micah Posey. Duke Sardini at third base, and the 3-2 misses outside, and Fry draws the one-out walk. So now Corey Wimberly will get a crack once again. Manager Bobby Mitchell going out to talk to his starter, Micah Posey. And it appears that they are going to make a pitching change. So Micah Posey's day is done. Retires 4 runs, still responsible for the runners at first and third base. We'll have a pitching change, and we will be right back on the Quakes Baseball Network.
The most important trait of any firearm isn't caliber, it's safety. Whether you're a novice or a pro, take a gun safety or refresher course and always store your weapons out of the reach of children. A safety reminder from Prado Olympic Shooting Park, a practice range for rifle, pistol, trap, and skeet. Now newly reopened. Come see what's new. From our renovated clubhouse to our new landscaping, we're better than ever. Visit us off the 71 freeway in Euclid or online at shootprado.com. Prado Olympic Shooting Park. Bearing arms is your right. Firearm safety is your responsibility.
Tonight's game is being brought to you by SoCal Sportswear in Downey. SoCal Sportswear is the official provider for the LA Sparks and for Long Beach State as well. Your high school or college will enjoy all-star workmanship at all-star prices. Call 562-923-0909. That's 562-923-0909. SoCal Sportswear in Downey will put your name or logo on any type of hat, visor, tank, T-shirt, short, jacket, you name it. SoCal Sportswear in Downey. When you want it done right the first time, 562-923-0909.
Kevin Lynch, the new arm for Rancho Cucamonga, side armor, coming out of the bullpen here in the top of the fourth. Micah Posey had a bit of a rough outing, surrendered 4 runs on 8 hits, and there are runners at first and third, so he is responsible for them as well. And Kevin Lynch is your new pitcher for the Quakes. Lynch having a good season so far, 0-0 in his win-loss record. He has not surrendered an earned run all season. He has a 0.00 ERA in 3 games. He has pitched 5 2/3 innings. He does have a save. He's only surrendered 3 hits. Once again, like I said, no runs surrendered. He has walked 3 and struck out 3, and batters only hit 167 against the sidearm right-hander. The first batter that he will face is Corey Wimberly. Wimberly, a switch hitter. And he will be batting from the left side now for the first time in the game. Wimberly is 2 for 2, had a bunt single in the first and a base hit in the second. The first pitch from Lynch is another bunt attempt and trickles foul up the first baseline. So Lynch out in front, 0-1. Lynch was in 3 places last year. He was in Orem. He spent time in Arkansas and also Salt Lake City. It was a combined 1-1. With a 2.58 ERA, had 9 saves through 38 and 1/3 innings. Only gave up 11 runs all season long while striking out 37 batters and walking only 12. The 0-1 pitch to Wimberly and a Busby play. Check over to third and fake throw to first and nothing doing. I've still yet to see that play work. I've heard it's worked maybe one or two times, but it's a good way to keep the runner at first base at bay. The 0-1 pitch from Lynch. Bunt attempt again from Wimberly, and it is fouled off for strike 2. Lynch ahead in the count, the side armor. Lynch out of Fort Pierce, Florida, was acquired in the 26th round of the amateur draft in 05. Made quick work up to Salt Lake, the AAA ball club. A check over at first base. Back safely is Fry. No balls, 2 strikes. Kevin Lynch ahead of Corey Wimberly, and Lynch steps off. Wimberly in a good situation to drive in another run. The sidearm delivery, and that ball is foul down the left field line, just misses going over the bag. Wimberly thought he had himself a base hit, let the umpire know about it, but that is definitely the home plate umpire's call in this 3-man rotation. No umpire over at third base to make that call. So that was his call. Wimberly upset. Ball actually almost hit the runner at third base, who is Duke Sardinia. Lynch ready to go on 0-2 to Wimberly again. And the runner goes from first base, a little run and hit. Lynch makes a bare hand play, throws over to first base. Remily has to come off the bag, but Wimberly had already passed the bag, so that will go down as another base hit. The 9th hit for the Nuts so far here we are only in the top of the 4th inning, but the run scores. Duke Sardinia on the slow roller that Lynch tried to make an outstanding play on, but just didn't have enough mustard on the throw, and he pulled Remily off the bag at first base. So Wimberly has his 3rd hit of the night, gets his first RBI, and it is now 5-1. Fastball to Jeff Dragicevic is now over the plate for a strike. So quickly 0-1. 2 runs already in here in the top of the 4th inning, increasing the lead to 5-1. The 0-1 pitch way outside, missing, evens the count at 1-1. The 1 pitch from Lynch. Sidearm curveball over the outside corner, and it clips the front corner for strike 2. And it is 1 ball and 2 strikes to the shortstop, Jeff Dragicevic. 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning. 2 runs already in. Lynch delivers and swung on and missed. Jeff Dragicevic goes down swinging. 2 outs now in the inning, and that brings up the number 3 hitter, Matt Miller. Matt Miller 0 for 1 on the day, walked in the first inning and scored, and grounded out to third base in the 3rd. Matt Miller, one of the best hitters on this team, facing the side armor, Kevin Lynch. And the check over at second base. Nothing doing. No fielders at second base, so no throw was necessary. The first pitch to Miller. In the dirt, blocked, and the throw down to third base, and it is in time. The runner, Chris Fry, tried to advance from second base to third on the ground ball, but it was Ben Johnson with the rifle arm from behind the plate to cut him down. Great play, good ball, blocking in the dirt, doesn't go very far. Tough read from Chris Fry. Ben Johnson cuts him down. But 2-run score here in the top of the 4th inning. It's 5-1, Modesto on top of Rancho Cucamonga.
The Charter Media Friday Family Fun Pack is back. Get 4 club seats, 4 hot dogs, 4 sodas, a Quakes baseball, 2 Boomers miniature golf passes, 2 Cold Stone Creamery buy 2 get 2 free coupons, and a voucher for a free on-demand movie from Charter Media. All for just $38. The Charter Media Friday Family Fun Pack is available May 26th, June 16th, June 30th, and August 25th. For more information, call the Quakes ticket office at 909-481-5252.
Galliano Winery, located at 1431 Wineville Road in Mariloma, California. In business since 1927, the Galliano family's roots run deep in Cucamonga Valley's winemaking history, offering a unique array of 25 varieties, including award-winning wines as well as custom labels. The Galliano tradition continues to grow in the Inland Empire. Try the latest award-winning wines in a relaxed country atmosphere of the tasting room. Enjoy a tour of our landmark complex or relax in the beautiful picnic grounds. To reach Galliano Winery, call 909-685-5376. That's 909-685-5376. Or stop by Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Sunday, 10:30 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Bottom of the 4th inning, the epicenter in Rancho, Cucamonga. The Modesto Nuts on top of Rancho, Cucamonga. 5-1 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Franklin Morales still in the game for Modesto. Micah Posey knocked out early, only going 3 1/3 innings for the Quakes. Drew Toussaint will lead it off for the Quakes here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Morales just finishing off his warm-up tosses. And Toussaint, who tried to make an outstanding play diving for the ball that Justin Nelson hit to lead off the inning last inning on the line drive to left field. He dove for it, missed it. Ball went all the way to the wall. And Nelson ended up on third base, ended up scoring on the base hit and the double by Duke Sardinia, and that was the first run of the 2-run inning for the Nuts. First pitch swinging is Drew Toussaint, and he swings and drives one to center field on his horse as Matt Miller looks up, and that ball is gone. Home run Rancho Cucamonga, and it is now 5-2. Drew Toussaint with the home run. Toussaint, his 3rd home run this season, and his 7th RBI. 5-2 now for Modesto. Ben Johnson now the batter, and the first pitch for Morales is a ground ball hit somewhat sharply to Wimberly at second base, and he is out quickly, and there's one gone here in the bottom of the 4th. Devin Day now the batter, the second baseman, was a strikeout victim in his last at-bat. One of the 4 strikeouts that Morales has here in just the bottom of the 4th inning. And the first pitch is a strike right down the middle of the plate, and it is 0-1. Rancho Cucamonga has a 1-game lead in the South Division of the California League. There's a tapper foul over the third base, and it is 0-2 on Day. 1-game lead over the Inland Empire 66ers, and also a 1-game lead over the Lake Elsinore Storm. Pretty jam-packed up there towards the top. 8-6 for Inland Empire and Lake Elsinore. 9-5 for Rancho Cucamonga coming into this one, but trailing here 5-2. Morales' 0-2 pitch misses outside, and it is 1-2. Modesto came in 7-7, 3.5 games behind San Jose, the San Francisco Giants affiliate. They are 10-3 so far this season. Modesto 7-7, 3.5 games behind. Morales' curveball misses outside, and that evens the count at 2-2. Leadoff home run from Drew Toussaint here in the bottom of the fourth inning. 5-2, Modesto leading the Quakes. The 2-2 pitch from Morales. Curveball outside and just misses. Good pitch from Morales. He is not happy about it, walking around the mound, showing his frustration to home plate umpire. The 3-2 pitch misses down and inside, and Devin Day draws the one-out walk. Three walks already surrendered by the starting pitcher, Franklin Morales. Something that was a question mark coming into the ball game. His strikeout to walk ratio had 9 strikeouts and 6 walks coming in, but he has struck out 4 here tonight and walked 3, so that is staying true to form for Franklin Morales. Josh LeBlanc, now the batter, runs up and fake bunts and takes it for a ball. The runner on first base is Devin Day, and LeBlanc tries to bunt his way on once again and misses. So the count runs even at 1-1. One out here in the bottom of the fourth inning from the epicenter, Rancho, Cucamonga. Morales is 1-1, and he will check over at Devin Day at first base. Morales has everybody tied up in knots over at first base. They don't know whether he's going home or going to the plate. Most guys are taking a one-way lead with most of their weight going on their front side so that they can get back quickly. Quick pitching Josh LeBlanc there, and he fouls it straight back. So it is 1-2, Morales ahead in the count. Morales doing a good job of keeping the runners that are at first base at bay. Haven't really done anything. It's tough to get a good read on Morales. Here is the 1-2 pitch, and it misses outside, and that evens the count back up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Morales is 2-2. Misses on the inside corner, and LeBlanc had to bend back to get out of the way of that one. Rancho Cucamonga all over the Modesto Nuts last night, scoring 10 runs in the first 2 innings and ended up winning 11-0. Had 6,042 people on hand. Check over at first base, and Devin Day is back. A one-way lead for Day. Wade going back, doesn't want to get picked off here. Play had been stopped for just a second. Devin Day adjusting himself and making sure everything's back intact. 3-2 pitch and another check over on Day, and he is back in time. Day just can't get a read on Franklin Morales, the number 3 rated prospect for the Colorado Rockies in their organization. Think very highly of this young gentleman. And the 3-2 is fouled off to the left. Good at bat here by Josh LeBlanc. It's 3-2 is fouled off a myriad of pitches. Modesto has done a good job so far this season. 4.16 ERA as a team. It's only given up 6 home runs. And the 3-2 is fouled straight back. So another foul ball from Josh LeBlanc. Battling nicely here. Another note about that Modesto Nuts pitching staff. They have struck out 110 batters, but have only walked 42. Tremendous ratio. Head coach Chad Kruger has to be happy about that. The 3-2 up and inside. They will check and appeal at second base. And he did go around. Looked like he was trying to get out of the way of it, but home plate umpire said he went around while doing so. So that will be the second out of the inning. Josh LeBlanc not happy, and neither are the Rancho Cucamonga Quake faithful. But that will bring up Freddy Sandoval up to the plate with an opportunity to try and get Devin Day around from first base after drawing a one-out walk. Freddy Sandoval is 0 for 1 on the day. First pitch to him is down low, and it is 1-0. Only 5 hits for the Quakes so far, and we are in the bottom of the fourth inning. Pitch from Morales, misses outside. 2-0 to Freddy Sandoval, the third baseman for the Quakes. Devin Day, the runner at first base, gets a bit of information from his first base coach, Craig Graybeck, former utility player with the Blue Jays and Chicago White Sox. The 2-0 pitch from Morales misses high, and it is 3-0 to Freddy Sandoval. Franklin Morales taking his time, steps off the mound, goes back to the mound, not liking the way that this umpire is calling balls and strikes. Figured he had a couple of strikes there of the 3 that he's just thrown, but none to the avail of Morales. His 3-0 pitch right down the middle, and that is the first strike. Morales shaking his head saying, yeah, that's right. It's about time he started calling some strikes, obviously showing his emotions on his sleeve, something that he's going to have to worry about coming up through the system of the Colorado Rockies. Tough place to pitch. His 3-1 to Sandoval is a ground ball to second base. To the shortstop, Jeff Dragicevic. He throws over to Corey Wimberly, and that will retire the side. But the leadoff home run by Drew Toussaint here in the bottom of the fourth inning, and the Quakes get closer. It is now 5-2. Modesto ahead of Rancho Cucamonga. You're listening to the Quakes Radio Network.
With prices flying higher than a Quakes home run leaving the ballpark, you want to get the most for your money. If you're in the market for residential or commercial concrete, contact Best Price Concrete Work. They specialize in both residential and commercial concrete, including driveways, crack repair, resurfacing, even decorative work. For free estimates, call Best Price Concrete Work at 467-2562. That's 467-2562. Best Price Concrete Work. Quality, professional, and the best price.
Great moments in Laughlin history. Jeff from Barstow tries out his new camera phone.
Hey, Jeff sending pictures from Laughlin.
Looks like you rented a jet ski.
Cool. Nice floating by a pontoon boat.
Are there girls on there?
Yeah, those are girls.
Are they hot?
Yeah, and they're really tan. I think he's in a casino now.
Are the girls with him?
They're blowing on his dice. Nice, he won.
Good. He owes me money.
They're in a nightclub now.
Whoa.
Knee-deep in females.
That never happens when we're with them.
Hello?
Hey, man, you guys should have come down here. Hey, baby.
Jeff says hello.
Uh-huh.
I hate Jeff.
Laughlin, Nevada. Founded on fun.
I don't want to know what that is.
For information, call 1-800-4-LAUGHLIN or go to visitlaughlin.com.
Matt Miller leading off the top of the fifth inning for the Modesto Nuts. Matt Miller was batting last inning. He was up at the plate when Chris Fry was thrown out at third base, trying to advance on the ball in the dirt. Miller trying to bunt his way on. Third baseman playing way deep for the power hitter, Matt Miller, the number 3 hitter in the Nuts lineup. So strike one to him, and it is a pop foul. Remley gives it a look and drifts into the stand, so does quickly 0-2 to Matt Miller. Kevin Lynch on for his second inning of work. Came in relief of starter Micah Posey, who struggled, gave up 5 runs. We're in the top of the fifth from the epicenter in Rancho Cucamonga. The 0-2 misses way outside. And it is 1-2 to Matt Miller. Matt Miller really having a good season in terms of California League standings. Fastball inside. Check swing by Miller, and he did not go, so the count is even at 2. Batting .373 coming into this ball game. 19 hits, 51 at-bats, 3 home runs, 12 RBIs. Those 12 RBIs good for 4th in the California League. And he sends a one-hopper to the second baseman, Devin Day. Throws on to Remily, and Miller is retired for the first out of the 5th. Devin Day, a nice play out there at second base. Kevin Lynch coming down from the sidearm position. Matt Miller looked like he was a little off balance, and Lynch has done a good job of coming in and getting these Modesto hitters out. So 1 out in the first pitch to Neil Wilson, the catcher, batting in the 4th spot. Is a strike over the outside corner, and it is 0-1. Kevin Lynch ready to go again, and his strike 1 pitch again gets the outside corner with the slider. Wonderful pitch from Kevin Lynch. It is now 0-2. Lynch, his 0-2 pitch misses way outside with a fastball. Good waist pitch. Lynch is 1-1, fanned on and missed by Neil Wilson. He goes down swinging, and Lynch is making these Modesto Nuts swing and miss at pitches that he is wanting them to swing at. He is not having any problems with them so far. Has done a very good job of getting these nuts out. Doc Brooks now batting. He has been a strikeout victim twice so far in this ball game. Mentioned before that he was leading the team in strikeouts coming in, and Lynch's first pitch is a strike. 0-1 to Doc Brooks, the designated hitter, batting in the number 5 hole. 2 outs already in the top of the 5th inning, and the 0-1 pitch is a slider, and that is strike 2 over the outside corner. Lynch not messing around, throwing strikes to everybody, and the 0-2 pitch, a slider that misses outside, and it is 1-2. Lynch doing a very good job of getting strike 1, and strike 1 is a pitcher's best friend. The 1-2 to Brooks, and it is tapped foul, and we will keep it at 1-2. Fans, Quakes Baseball is brought to you in part by Outback Steakhouse of Ontario, located at 4492 Ontario Mills Parkway, just across from the Ontario Mills Mall. Outback Steakhouse of Ontario is the home of the world-famous Bloomin' Onion. Outback, no rules, just right. Lynch's 0-2 1-2 pitch misses just outside, and it is 2-2. 2s across the board, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Modesto Nuts leading 5-2 in the top of the 5th inning. Kevin Lynch's 2-2 pitch misses outside, ball 3 to Doc Brooks, the designated hitter. Lynch has his sign from catcher Ben Johnson, and he delivers, and there's a tapper foul over the third base line. So we're sticking around here at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Modesto, a very good hitting team, hitting .268 so far this season. The 3-2 pitch to Brooks, swung on and missed. Struck him out. Doc Brooks strikes out for the 3rd time this game. And Kevin Lynch makes easy work of the Nuts here in the top of the 5th inning. 3 up, 3 down, no hits, no runs, no runners left on. At the end of 4.5 innings, it is Modesto 5, Rancho Cucamonga 2. You are listening to the Quakes Radio Network.
In baseball, there's nothing more satisfying than the crack of the bat. A cracked and broken driveway, however, is another matter. For quality residential and commercial concrete construction, more people trust Summit Construction. They feature textured concrete, patios, walkways, and driveways, as well as custom masonry, foundations, block walls, and more. Find Summit Construction in the yellow pages under concrete and online at summitpools.net. Summit Construction. Quality construction guaranteed.
When you apply a pesticide, it can wash off your lawn or garden when you water, wasting money and polluting local waterways. That's because runoff from lawns, gardens, streets, and sidewalks in San Bernardino County drains directly into the Santa Ana River without treatment. And if you are accidentally washing pesticides off your lawn and garden, they will be carried into the river. Here are a few choices you can make to save money and protect our local environment. Follow the directions on the product. Extra pesticide just gets washed off your lawn or garden. Use pesticide sparingly. Spot apply to selected areas rather than blanket apply to the entire lawn or garden. Avoid applying pesticides before a rainstorm. When watering your lawn and garden, make sure water does not run into the street and carry pesticide chemicals with it. Use non-toxic products for your garden and lawn whenever possible. If you must use pesticides, make sure they are in sealed, waterproof containers that cannot leak. When it is time to dispose of leftover chemicals, call 1-800-253-2687 for the household hazardous waste collection site near you. For more pollution prevention tips, please call the City of Rancho Cucamonga at 909-477-2740, extension 4060.
Bottom of the fifth inning here at the epicenter in Rancho Cucamonga. 5-2 lead. Modesto on top of the Quakes here in the bottom of the fifth. Sean Rodriguez will be leading it off for the Quakes here. The pitcher, Franklin Morales, in charge so far, only surrendering 2 hits on 5 runs, and 2 runs on 5 hits, excuse me. And his first pitch to Rodriguez is a curveball on the outside corner for strike 1. Morales ready to go again, the 0-1. A curveball that catches the outside corner once again for strike 2. Looks like Morales is relying on his off-speed pitch now in the later innings, not going to the fastball as much now that they've been through the order, this now being the 3rd time. Morales showing a couple of different pitches. Another curveball, and that ball is laced into left field, and that is a base hit. Rodriguez takes a big turn at first base, but the ball comes in quickly from Justin Nelson. But that is a leadoff single for Sean Rodriguez. Good piece of hitting on 0-2. Hung a curveball right over the middle of the plate. Rodriguez did a good job, got out in front of it, and laced the single into left field. And leading off this bottom of the 5th inning, and the Quakes are desperately seeking a spark here. Already trailing 5-2 to Modesto here in the bottom of the 5th. Michael Collins now will get the at-bat. Collins 1 for 2 on the day, had a double, drove in Sean Rodriguez in the first inning. Rodriguez at first base. Morales, his first pitch to Collins is a ball outside. Rancho Cucamonga puts on a pretty good show here. In between innings, they have 2 mascots in between. They had Aftershock and Tremor. The only difference is that Aftershock has a blonde head. And a pick over to first base, and it gets by, but it bounced back quickly to the first baseman, Kyle Wilson. So no advancement for Sean Rodriguez. Another bad throw from Morales. Had that been a good throw, probably would have had Rodriguez at first base. So Tremor and Aftershock were having a good time. Had about a 3-year-old girl down there, and Tremor had on some boxing gloves, and the little girl had the boxing gloves on as well, and she knocked out Tremor. Tremor was out, and we had a bit of a delay to the beginning of this bottom of the 5th inning because Tremor was down on the ground, just knocked out. 3-year-old girl knocked her out, and Aftershock picked her up and carried her off the field. Highlight of that girl's life, I'm sure, at a minor league baseball game here in Rancho Cucamonga. The 1-0 pitch to Collins is a strike over the inside corner, and the count is even at 1-1. Checking some of the scores around the big leagues, the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, the parent club to the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes escaped the Oakland A's 5-4. Home runs from Garrett Anderson and Nick Swisher. Houston defeated Pittsburgh 3-0. 1-1 pitch misses down low to Michael Collins. Houston shut out Pittsburgh 3-0. Buchholz got the win. Snell the loss. Craig Biggio with a home run. And Brad Lidge picking up his 7th save. Colorado, the parent club of the Modesto Nuts, lost 6-4 to the San Francisco Giants today. 2-1 pitch swung on a miss by Michael Collins. It is now 2-2. Barry Bonds finally in the home run column, getting his first of the season. Also Omar Vizquel and Ray Durham hitting their first home runs of the season. Matt Holliday and Brad Hopp hitting their 4th and 5th respectively. Brad Hennessy the winner, and Aaron Cook the loser. Armando Benitez picked up the save. White Sox defeated Minnesota 9-2. Freddy Garcia defeated Brad Radke. Home runs from Torrey Hunter and Jim Thome, who hit his 9th. Michael Collins fouls the ball off to the right field, and it will stay 2-2. Jim Thome, a happy sight, coming to Chicago after a down year in Philadelphia last year. An injury-plagued 2005 season for him. But now that he is healthy, he's enjoying a great April so far with Chicago. He hit a home run in his first at-bat as a White Sox, and now he has 9. 2-2 to Michael Collins. Swung on and driven foul down the right field line. A dive from Kyle Wilson, did not get it. Umpire vehemently saying that it was foul. Very close to being extra bases for Michael Collins, showing his frustration as he takes a couple of hacks off to the side of the mound. Kansas City defeated Cleveland for their 3rd victory of the season. They improved to 3-13. 11-5 was the final score there. Paul Bird, the loser. He falls to 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the designated hitter, Michael Collins. And a broken bat, ground ball to shortstop. Drzezicevic steps on second base and throws on to Kyle Wilson in time and completes the double play. And there are now 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. So the leadoff single by Rodriguez goes for naught as he is doubled off second base on the Michael Collins double play ground ball. Good fastball from Morales there, tailing inside. Collins pulled his hands in, but the ball just busted the bat. Drzezicevic threw on to first base and completed the double play. So there are 2 outs now in the bottom of the 5th inning, and the batter is Cody Fuller. Cody Fuller, 0 for 1 on the day, a strikeout victim in his first at-bat, and has a walk. First pitch to him is swung on and missed, and Morales is quickly ahead, 0-1. The Texas Rangers defeated the Tampa Bay Devil Rays. Texas improves to 9-9. Score was 6-5. Home runs by Ty Wigginton and Johnny Gomes from Tampa Bay. And Kevin Minch homered for the Rangers. The 0-1 pitch swung on and missed by Cody Fuller, and he is in a hole 0-2 to the pitcher Franklin Morales. From the windup, Morales ready to go, and the pitch misses outside, and it is 1-2. Detroit shuts out Seattle today 2-0. Nate Robertson throws a 2-hitter. And the 1-2 pitch was a curveball on the outside corner. Catcher and the second baseman and the first baseman thought it was a strike, started to run in, but home plate umpire disagreed, and he was the one with the final say. And it is now a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Cody Fuller, the batter, the right fielder out of Texas A&M. And the 2-2 pitch, fastball misses high and outside, and the count runs full. Cody Fuller, a standout baseball player with Texas Tech, the Running Rebels. Also played football for them. He was a wide receiver. Had a lot of time with them. Had a good career in that run-and-gun offense that they run. The 3-2 from Morales, a swing and a drive into left field, and that is a base hit. So Cody Fuller has himself a 2-out base hit. Cliff Remley will now come up to the plate. He has been on base once, but 0 for 2 officially on the day. Struck out in his first at-bat, but advanced to first base on the wild pitch. And then he grounded out to the pitcher to end the third inning. And that ground out to first base was with 2 runners on. There was a runner on first and third. Sean Rodriguez was at third, and Cody Fuller was at first, but grounded out. Chad Kruger making his way out to the mound, having a conversation with his pitcher. Chad Kruger, former catcher in the big leagues, caught a little bit with the White Sox and with the Dodgers. Probably Kruger most remembered for being the catcher for Steve Springer when Barry Bonds hit his 73rd home run in 2001. Very well documented, Barry Bonds in his home run chase of Babe Ruth. On the board now with 1, hit his first home run of the season against Colorado today. But Chad Kruger was behind the plate for the 73rd home run that Barry Bonds hit in 2001. Great pitch of him with an American flag on his mask, and Barry Bonds just looking at his ball that he had just crushed in the right field pavilion for a home run. The first pitch to Remley is a fister to third base. Duke Sardinia has it and throws on to Wilson in time to retire the side. And the Quakes had something going early, but a double play by Michael Collins and the ground out by Cliff Remley, and that will end it. It's a 5-2 ball game. Modesto on top of Rancho Cucamonga. You are listening to the Quakes Radio Network.
The 2006 Rancho Cucamonga Quakes aren't always playing baseball at the Epicenter. During their downtime, you can catch them playing the official gaming console of the 2006 Quakes, Xbox 360. Xbox 360 is the most powerful video game and entertainment system out there, delivering the best games, the next generation of premier Xbox Live online gaming services, and unique digital entertainment experiences that revolve around you. Xbox 360, available now at your local retailer. Jump in at www.xbox.com for more information.
A few years ago, a small bank from Rancho Cucamonga started sending shockwaves through the banking industry. Vineyard Bank rolled through Southern California with a creative force that is changing the way we bank. We created small ripples at first, with innovative ways to move money quickly and effectively, where it would help businesses and families the most. Then our reputation grew stronger thanks to personal bankers with a can-do attitude committed to building lasting relationships. Vineyard Bank's financial performance was off the scale. A fast-growing bank with a rising stock. New, customer-friendly branches offering easy access to your money opening throughout the Southland. Online banking on our award-winning website at www.vineyardbank.com. That's Vineyard Bank. Proud to be your hometown bank. Proud to support our hometown team. For more information, please call 1-800-442-4996. That's 1-800-442-4996.
Justin Nelson leading it off for the Modesto Nuts here in the top of the second inning. Nelson is 2 for 2 on the day, had a single in the first, and led off the fourth inning with a triple. Ended up coming in and scoring the first run of that inning. 5-2, Modesto on top of Rancho Cucamonga. Kevin Lynch on the mound. Fires in a strike, and it is 0-1 to the sixth-place hitter in the Nuts lineup, Justin Nelson. Lynch is doing a very good job of keeping these hitters at bay. And the 0-1 pitch misses outside, and it is 1-1. Lynch coming down from the side, a sidearm slinger, fastball and a slider. Catcher sets up on the inside corner, and Nelson sends a drive to left field, but Drew Toussaint is there to make the catch, and that is the first out of the sixth inning. Duke Sardinia now the batter. Sardinia doubled in his last at-bat, driving in Justin Nelson. So he is 1 for 2 on the day. He's also a strikeout victim in his first at-bat. Lynch's first pitch misses outside, and it is 1-0. Lynch ready to go again. A quick worker misses inside, and it is 2-0 to Sardinia. First time that Lynch has been behind in the count in quite a while. He's been getting out in front of hitters. He's at the belt on the 2-0. Swinging a routine ground ball to shortstop, and it's bobbled and thrown on to first base by Sean Rodriguez, making up for the bobble. Kind of came up, had a funny hop, hit him in the chest. He composed himself, threw on to Remley, and Duke Sardinia was retired. Very nice job of keeping himself composed, Sean Rodriguez, to get the out. So 2 quick outs here for the Quakes in the top of the 6th inning. Kyle Wilson, the first baseman, who has already hit a home run in this game and also grounded out to shortstop. He's 1 for 2. And the first pitch to him misses down low. Wilson keeps his hands very low. Very tough to do that at this level. Hands right down by his belt. The pitch from Lynch. A tapper foul down the third baseline. Count is even at 1-1. The Nuts hitting instructor, Glenn Allen Hill, former Chicago Cub, former San Francisco Giant. A lot of different organizations Glenn Allen played for. But he is the hitting coach, and he told me before the ball game that he doesn't want to mess anybody's swing up. He just wants to let them learn on their own. The 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and it is now 1-2. He said pretty much that he just wants all these guys to be ready to go and make their steps up to the AA, the AAA, and the big league ranks. The 1-2, slider misses outside, and the count runs to 2-2 and 2 outs. Glenn Allen Hill trying to not mess any of these guys up, but wants to make sure that they're ready to advance and make sure they're doing what the organization wants them to. 2-2 pitch, tap foul into the Quakes dugout. Hill has done a very good job with this offense. They're batting .268 as a team. Have hit 10 home runs, and the one area of concern is the strikeouts to walk ratio, and that is because Modesto has struck out 108 times so far this season and has only walked 43. So an area of concern for Glenn Allen Hill so early in this season. Lynch's 2-2 pitch is grounded to shortstop. Sean Rodriguez has it. Long throw from the hole over to Remley, and that retires the side. Kyle Wilson grounds out to shortstop. Quick inning once again for Kevin Lynch, retiring the Nuts 3 up and 3 down. It is 5-2 Modesto over the Quakes. Here heading to the bottom of the 6th inning, you are listening to the Quakes Radio Network.
Pioneer Radio and Sports would like to thank the following businesses who are committed to customer service.
This Quakes broadcast is brought to you in part by Mystic Koi and Water Gardens. You can rely on Mystic. By Best Price Concrete Work, for the best price and always the best quality. By Professional Hardwood Floors, since 1977. By Handyman Unlimited, your repair needs the first time, on time. And by Prado Olympic Shooting Park. Bearing arms is your right. Safety is your responsibility.
Pressed for time? Gotta get something good for the family and real quick? Think Chipotle. For gourmet meals on the run, Chipotle Mexican Grill is famous for their huge portions. Plus, it's fresh. Fresh gourmet burritos and tacos prepared the way you like it. Nothing processed or frozen. Plus, their recipes are created by a classically trained chef. No, not that type of classical, but it will be music to your mouth when you bite into a Chipotle burrito stuffed with 17 different ingredients and marinated in their famous Chipotle adobo sauce. And for those of you who like to eat healthy, skip the tortilla and have a burrito bowl because they get fresh veggies delivered every day. Add some lettuce and homemade guacamole, and you've got a salad fiesta. Chipotle has a brand new location in Norco, or for one nearest you, visit their website at chipotle.com. Chipotle, where their burritos let you cover all 4 food groups in one single bite, and fast food that is not only healthy and fresh, but you can eat it with your hands. Chipotle, now open in Norco, on Hamner between 1st and 2nd Street, or find a location nearest you at chipotle.com. That's Chipotle, CHIPOTLE.com.
Bottom of the 6th inning, epicenter here at Rancho. Cucamonga. Drew Toussaint will lead it off against the new Modesto Nuts pitcher. That is Matt Daley. Matt Daley will come on in relief of Franklin Morales. Morales threw a solid 5 innings, gave up 2 runs on 7 hits and would be in line for his first win of the season. The first pitch from Daley is a fastball that misses inside for ball 1. Daley 1-0 on the season with a 3.38 ERA, has not started a game, has appeared in 4. This would be his 5th appearance. The 1-0 pitch is swung on and missed, so the count is even now at 1-1. Daley has thrown 8 innings so far this season, only surrendering 5 hits and given up 3 runs, struck out 8, and only walked 2 batters. Very good ratio for Matt Daley. Good side to him is that he has his batters that he faces only hitting at a 179 clip. Very good stat to have if you are a pitcher. Daley's 1-1 pitch to Toussaint is a strike over the outside corner, and Daley quickly ahead 1-2 to Drew Toussaint, the left fielder. Toussaint 2 for 2 on the day with a single and hit a home run in his last at-bat. Takes a slider on the outside corner. For ball 2 is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Daley's 2-2 to Toussaint. Misses down and inside, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three balls and 2 strikes to the leadoff hitter, Drew Toussaint, here in the bottom of the 6th inning for the Quakes. Daley's pitch fouled straight back. Toussaint right on it, fouled it straight back. A couple more scores for you here from the Major League Baseball ranks. Milwaukee took it to Cincinnati 11-0, got 5 home runs in the 4th inning from Damian Miller, Brady Clark, Bill Hall, and Toussaint takes ball 4 on the outside corner, and the Quakes have the leadoff hitter on here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Let's take a moment for some station identification. You are listening to Quakes Radio Network.
You're tuned to Jeff Levering and Quakes Baseball on AM 1370 KWRM, Corona, California.
Leadoff walk to Drew Toussaint here in the bottom of the 6th inning, and that brings up Ben Johnson, the catcher. Johnson 0 for 2 on the day. Flew out to right and grounded out to second base in his last at-bat. Toussaint at first base. Daley comes and fires a strike over the outside corner for strike 1. In that Milwaukee-Cincinnati game, Milwaukee blanks Cincinnati 11-0. Like I said, home runs from Damian Miller, Brady Clark, Bill Hall, J.J. Hardy, and Prince Fielder, all in the same inning in the bottom of the 4th. The 0-1 pitch is drilled and snared by the first baseman, Kyle Wilson. What a play, and doubles off Drew Toussaint, who had wandered off first base too far, and that is a double play for Matt Daley and erases that leadoff batter that had been on base. So a quick double play for Modesto, and there are 2 outs quickly here in the bottom of the 6th inning, and the 9th place hitter, Devin Day, who's playing second base, is now the batter. Daley's first pitch is a ball down low, 1-0. Daley is 0 for 1 on the day, struck out in his first at-bat and walked in the 4th. The 1-0 pitch misses inside. Day getting out of the way. 2 balls and no strikes. St. Louis on top of the Cubs today, 4-1. Sidney Ponson with a good win today. Day's 2-0 pitch is sky down the right field line, and it is a foul ball. Giving chase was Corey Wimberly, and he just ran out of room. So Day will have a second crack at Matt Daley. It is 2 balls and 1 strike. There are 2 outs. Modesto leading Rancho Cucamonga 5-2. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning, Devin Day at the plate. Matt Daley, your new pitcher for the Modesto Nuts. Daley's 2-1. And a line drive right back up the middle, and Devin Day has his first hit of the ball game and the 8th overall for the Quakes today. 8 hits, but only have put 2 runs on the board so far. against Modesto, as opposed to Modesto, who has put 5 runs on the board on 9 hits. Now the leadoff batter, Josh LeBlanc, will have a crack at Matt Daley. LeBlanc is 0 for 3 on the day. Grounded out to second base, grounded out to the pitcher, and struck out in his last at-bat. It has been very difficult for LeBlanc to get on base so far this season as the leadoff hitter of the Quakes. Daley's first pitch is a strike over the inside corner. Tough for Josh LeBlanc getting on base, only getting on base at a 245 clip. Not good out of your leadoff spot. Day's 0-1 pitch blocked nicely in the dirt by Neil Wilson, and the count is even at 1-1. Quakes thought they had something going here in the bottom of the 6th inning when a leadoff walk to Drew Toussaint let it off, but then Ben Johnson lined into a double play to the first baseman, who snared a would-be base hit. And there's a ground ball in between the second and first baseman and through the hole for a base hit. Moving from first to third is Devin Day. And the Quakes have something going here once again in the bottom of the 6th with 2 outs. LeBlanc gets his first hit of the ball game. He is now 1 for 4. Moves Devin Day over from first to third and gets him in scoring position with 2 outs for Freddy Sandoval. Sandoval 0 for 2 on the day. A strikeout victim and a ground out. He also has walked. So Sandoval batting from the left side for the first time tonight, the switch hitter. He had been hitting right-handed against the left-hander Franklin Morales, the starter, who had a good outing. But now Sandoval hitting left-handed against Matt Daley. First pitch is swung on and fouled down the left field line. No balls and 1 strike. Sandoval in a good situation now to drive in a run with 2 outs. Trying to get a little bit of a 2-out nightmare going here in the bottom of the 6th. Daley at the set. And his pitch swung on and missed on the fastball. And it is quickly no balls and 2 strikes to the third baseman, Freddy Sandoval. Sandoval has been playing a very nice game at third base so far, but has not really got it done with the bat. So a good opportunity for Sandoval to get something going for Rancho Cucamonga. Daley's 0-2 pitch to him, and that ball is slapped over the third base line, and it is foul. Pitch on the outside corner, and Sandoval just kind of slapped his bat at it, trying to put the ball down the left field line, and it's just foul, missed it by a couple of feet, and that would have for sure scored Devin Day from third base, and LeBlanc would have had a good shot to go from first to third once again, even though it was down the left field line, would have had a good shot to come around. So Freddy Sandoval still in a hole, 0-2 to Matt Daley, in for relief from Franklin Morales, who gave us 5 good innings for the Modesto Nuts. The 0-2, no good. Ball was called strike 3. Sandoval does not like the call, still standing in the batter's box, unclear, having a chat with the home plate umpire. The runner was going, but all for naught as Sandoval gets called out on strikes. He still has not left the batter's box, and he is very upset at that call. But nonetheless, it is a strikeout for Matt Daley, and the Modesto Nuts are leading 5-2 after 6 complete innings. You are listening to the Quakes Radio Network.
Single-A ball players work hard because they want to make the big leagues. When it comes to hardwood flooring, you want to work with a company that's already made the big leagues. You want to work with Professional Hardwood Floors. With 20 years of experience, Professional Hardwood Floors can expertly handle all your hardwood floor sanding, installation, restoration, and repairs. So, go with the pros. Look for Professional Hardwood Floors in your Verizon Yellow Pages underfloors.
You wouldn't want your favorite sports team to only play offense or only play defense. So when it comes to insurance, why settle for someone that can handle only your auto policy? Bring your home and auto insurance to Allstate now, and you can save big on both. You deserve someone that can assist you more. That's Allstate stand. Are you in good hands? Hey, sports fans, call Allstate agent Peter Barrios at 909-989-1603 today. Subject to availability and qualifications, Allstate Insurance Company, Allstate Property and Casualty Insurance Company, and Allstate Indemnity Company, Northbrook, Illinois.
Friends and family visiting you this summer? Don't worry. Add a room instantly by calling your friends at the Red Roof Inn. Red Roof Inns offer quality rooms, friendly service, great rates, and kids stay free. Plus, as a Ready Card preferred member, you'll earn points towards free room nights. With 360 Red Roof Inns nationwide, you'll find locations everywhere, including Ontario, San Dimas, and Victorville. Visit us today at redroof.com or dial 800-RED-ROOF.
The epicenter here in Rancho, Cucamonga. Pitching change for the Quakes here in the top of the 7th inning. It is now Joe Torres who will be taking over for Kevin Lynch. Kevin Lynch threw a great 2 1/3 innings. Only gave up the one base hit to the first batter he faced in Corey Wimberly, but was very solid after that. First pitch from Torres, a curveball, and it is in there for strike one. Chris Fry leading off the top of the 7th for the Modesto Nuts. Fry is 1 for 2 so far today. The 0-1, a curveball misses inside. Fry turns his shoulder into it and does not get him, so it is a 1-1 count. Joe Torres, a left-handed pitcher, 6'2", 195 pounds, out of Kissimmee, Florida. And there's a ground ball to the second baseman, Devin Day, throws on to Remerly, and that is the first out here in the 7th. Torres was a first-round selection in 2001, spent last year in Rancho Cucamonga here and also in Cedar Rapids. Had a tough go of it last year. Was 0-4 with Rancho Cucamonga and 1-6 with Cedar Rapids. ERA over 8 in both places. His first pitch to Corey Wimberly, who turns around and bats right-handed once again because of the lefty. Wimberly, a switch hitter, and he takes strike one on the outside corner. Torres, a quick worker, here ready to go on 0-1 again. And there's a tapper down the third base line, and Sandoval's going to let it roll foul. Very nice play by Freddy Sandoval. Ball was slowly hit. Wimberly with very good speed running down the first baseline. Sandoval knew he had no chance at him at first base. Saw the ball had good rotation going towards the line and going foul. Decided to wait instead of picking it up and letting it for sure base hit. He let it trickle foul. And now it is a 0-2 count to the leadoff hitter for the Modesto Nuts, Corey Wimberly. Wimberly 3 for 3 with an RBI, 3 singles, has been on base every single time, takes ball up high. It is 1-2 to Corey Wimberly, the second baseman. Joe Torres has his sign ready to go, 1-2. Wimberly sends a ground ball to the shortstop. Sean Rodriguez throws on to Remelly, and that retires Wimberly for the first time tonight. He's now 3 for 4. That brings up Jeff Dragicevic, the shortstop. He is having a bit of a tough day today. Struck out in his first at-bat, lined into a double play in his second at-bat, although he made good contact, still a double play nonetheless, and struck out in his last at-bat. Torres' first pitch to him is a strike on the outside corner with the fastball. Torres, this is his 5th appearance so far this season. No record, 0-0. Fastball misses up high. ERA is 3.86 in 4 2/3 innings. Surrendered 4 hits and 2 earned runs. 7 walks and 3 strikeouts. That is an area of concern for Torres as he throws a bender in there for strike 2. He's ahead in the count 1-2. Batters are hitting .235 against him so far this year. And another bender, and it gets the outside corner, and Dragicevic goes down looking. Torres, quick work of the Nuts here in the top of the 7th inning. It's time to stretch. The score, Modesto 5, Rancho Cucamonga 2. You are listening to the Quakes Radio Network.
Businesses and job applicants are looking for the same thing, a good match. At York Employment Services, we provide the most qualified job applicants to business leaders throughout the area. Our consultants will match the best candidates to the best companies, saving both time and money. Visit us across the street from the Ontario Mills Mall, 2 doors down from Starbucks, or log on to yorkemployment.com. York Employment Services, providing state-of-the-art services with old-fashioned values.
Galliano Winery, located at 1431 Wineville Road in Mariloma, California. In business since 1927, the Galliano family's roots run deep in Cucamonga Valley's winemaking history, offering a unique array of 25 varieties, including award-winning wines as well as custom labels. The Galliano tradition continues to grow in the Inland Empire. Try the latest award-winning wines in a relaxed country atmosphere of the tasting room. Enjoy a tour of our landmark complex or relax in the beautiful picnic grounds. To reach Galliano Winery, call 909-685-5376. That's 909-685-5376. Or stop by Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Sunday, 10:30 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Bottom of the 7th inning here from the epicenter in Rancho Cucamonga. 5-2 Modesto ahead of the Quakes here. Sean Rodriguez will be the leadoff hitter for the Quakes here. Rodriguez 3-for-3 on the day. Had a double in the first, singled in the third, and had another single in the fifth. And the first pitch from the Nuts pitcher, Matt Daley, misses outside for ball 1. The 1-0 from Daley. Swung on and popped up into right field. Chris Fry has it, and that is the first out of the inning. So 1 out quickly here in the bottom of the 7th inning, and that will bring up Michael Collins, who lined into a double play in his last at-bat. Is 1 for 3 on the day with a double and flew out to center in the aforementioned double play from last inning. Looking to avenge that and trying to get the Quakes going here with only 8 outs remaining in the ball game. Bottom of the 7th. Matt Daley's first pitch to him is a ball inside. 1-0. Daley working quickly. His 1-0 pitch nips the outside corner for strike 1, and it is even at 1-1. His 1-1 pitch, a curveball, misses up high, and it is now 2-1 to Michael Collins. Matt Daley, 6'2", 175 pounds. And there's a ground ball to the third baseman, Duke Sardinia, who throws on to Luke Wilson, and that will retire Collins for the second out here in the bottom of the 7th. So Daley, who's surrendered a couple of hits so far to the Quakes in his inning and 2/3 so far, he's given up 2 hits and a walk, but so far in the 7th, Quakes haven't been able to get anything going. Cody Fuller now the batter. 1 for 2 on the day, singled in his last at-bat. Daley's first pitch to Fuller is a bleeder, and giving chase is the first baseman Wilson, and he will run out of space, and it will be a foul ball. So 0-1 to Cody Fuller, the right fielder for the Quakes. Good crowd on hand here. Fans, Quakes Baseball is brought to you in part by Romano's Macaroni Grill of Rancho, Cucamonga, located at 10742 Foothill Boulevard. Choose from more than 35 Italian specialties. Romano's Macaroni Grill, all the Italian you need to know. Daley's 0-1 pitch is swung on and missed. So the count now 0-2. Daley's 0-2 pitch misses outside, and it is 1-2 now to Cody Fuller. Fuller stepping out, making sure he has all of his things ready to go here. Swings and fouls one into the Nuts dugout, and it remains 1-2. Beautiful night for baseball. Wind blowing out slightly to right, about 5 to 7 miles an hour. Daley's 1-2 to Fuller. Swinging a drive to center field. Racing in. And that will be a 2-out base hit for Cody Fuller. He has himself a 2-hit night. Off the bat, it looked like that ball was hit a lot harder, but it turned out that it was off the end of the bat. Matt Miller had to run in and try and make a spectacular play, but he fielded it on one bounce. Good-looking pitch for Matt Daley, a curveball over the outside corner. Fuller did a great job of going with the pitch and just taking it up the middle and getting the 2-out base hit. So now Cliff Remley is the batter, and he takes strike one over the inside corner. Remley, after going 4 for 5 last night with a home run and 3 RBIs, struggling tonight, has been on base once, but is 0 for 3. The 0-1 pitch from Daley, and that is fouled straight back, evens the count 1-1. Some more scores from the Major League Baseball ranks. New York Yankees beat the Baltimore Orioles 6-1. Sean Chacon improves to 2-1. Very good outing from him. And Toronto on top of Boston today, 8-1. Roy Halladay in his first start after coming off the DL. Strong outing. Cliff Remley sends one down the left field line, and it'll drift into the stands. And it is 0-2 to the 6th place hitter in the Quakes lineup. 5-2, Modesto on top of Rancho Cucamonga here in the bottom of the 7th inning from the epicenter here in Rancho Cucamonga. Had a good solid outing from the starter, Franklin Morales, for Modesto. Went 5 innings, only surrendering 2 runs. And the 0-2 pitch to Remley is a called strike 3 on the inside corner, and Remley goes down looking. Good outing and a good inning of pitching from Matt Daley. No runs, there was a hit, and 1 runner left on in the bottom of the 7th. We head to the 8th. You're listening to the Quakes Radio Network.
Thinking of buying a home or refinancing? At Response Home Mortgage, we know what it takes to meet all of your home loan needs. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or you're refinancing, our creative loan consultants offer the best terms and unsurpassed professional service. We ensure you get the loan that best fits your needs. Again, fans, we're Response Home Mortgage. Find us in your yellow pages or online at responsehomemortgage.com.
Response Home Mortgage. Mortgage, a proud sponsor of Quakes Baseball.
Great moments in Laughlin history. Jeff from Barstow tries out his new camera phone.
Hey, Jeff sending pictures from Laughlin.
Looks like you rented a jet ski.
Cool. Now he's floating by a pontoon boat.
Are there girls on there?
Yeah, those are girls.
Are they hot?
Yeah, and they're really tan. I think he's in a casino now.
Are the girls with him?
They're blowing on his dice. Nice, he won.
Good. He owes me money.
They're in a nightclub now.
Whoa.
Knee-deep in females.
That never happens when we're with them.
Hello?
Hey, man, you guys should come down here.
Jeff says hello.
Uh-huh.
I hate Jeff.
Laughlin, Nevada. Founded on fun.
I don't want to know what that is.
For information, call 1-800-4-LAUGHLIN or go to visitlaughlin.com.
Top of the 8th inning here from the epicenter in Rancho Cucamonga. Matt Miller leading it off for the Modesto Nuts here. Takes strike one over the outside corner. Matt Miller is 0 for 2 today with a walk and scored a run. And the 0-1 pitch misses outside. It is 1-1 now. Miller, this is his third time leading off an inning so far this game, and as a number 3 hitter, the best place for the Quakes to see him in the batter's box with nobody on base. Sends a fly ball to right field. Cody Fuller on the run makes the play in foul ground to retire Matt Miller. One quick out for the Quakes here in the top of the 8th inning. Joe Torres on now in relief of Micah Posey, who had a bit of a rough outing, only lasted 4 1/3 inning. And Kevin Lynch, who came on and actually pitched very, very well, but was done pitch-wise, and Joe Torres is on now to silence the Modesto Nuts. The first pitch to Neil Wilson, is a strike on the inside corner. So it is 0-1 to Neil Wilson. Joe Torres is 0-1 to him, misses down and inside, and evens the count at 1-1. Wilson singled in his first at-bat, grounded out to third, and has a strikeout. So 1 for 3 on the day. The 1-1 pitch misses outside for ball 2. Wilson doing a very good job behind the plate, controlling his 2 pitchers that he has been responsible for. Franklin Morales, the starter, went 5 innings, pitched very well. The 2-1 pitch dribbled back to the screen, and it is 2-2 now. Torres is 2-2 to Wilson. Ground ball foul down the third baseline. Good battle here from Neil Wilson, the starting catcher for the Modesto Nuts. I'm sure Wilson has been taking advantage of his manager, Chad Kruger, former Major League catcher. Wilson acting like a sponge and taking in as much knowledge as possible, trying to make his way up through the Colorado Rockies system. The 2-2 from Torres. Swung on and grounded over to shortstop. Sean Rodriguez throws on to Remele, and that will retire Neil Wilson for the second out of the inning. Doc Brooks now striding to the plate, the designated hitter having a very tough day. 3 strikeouts so far. Three strikeouts. That would be called the hat trick here in baseball land. If he goes and gets his 4th, that would be the golden sombrero. Some say it's a silver sombrero, some it's gold. Depends on the person. But he takes ball 1 down low, and it is 1-0. You may be thinking what it would be to strike out 5 times in a game, although it is rare. It has happened. Those are called the Olympic rings. The 1-0 pitch to him is in there for strike 1. Evens the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Top of the 8th inning from the epicenter here in Rancho Cucamonga. Joe Torres' 1-1 pitch is tapped foul down the third baseline. Third base coach picks it up and gives it to a fun little fan here at Quakes Stadium, the epicenter. Rancho Cucamonga, beautiful night for baseball. Joe Torres throwing from the left side. Doc Brooks hitting from the right. The 1-2 to him. Swung on and missed. Good block from Ben Johnson. Rolls over to the third baseline, and he throws on to Remele to retire Doc Brooks, and that is his 4th strikeout of the game. We came in saying that he had led the team in strikeouts, and he is definitely adding to that total. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left on for the Nuts here in the top of the 8th inning. Still leading 5-2. You're listening to the Quakes Radio Network.
It's your first game. You got your gloves?
Yeah.
Good boy. All right, bright blue sky, beautiful green grass. You know, there's nothing better than baseball in the summer.
I guess.
Hey, where's that peanut guy?
Dad, we're in the living room.
Hooked on a clear picture? Get hooked on Charter HD TV with a picture 5 times sharper than regular TV plus theater quality sound. You'll watch television like never before. Get local channels in high definition with no equipment to buy. Go where satellite can't. Call 1-888-GET-CHARTER and get hooked. Service not available in all areas. Prices may vary.
It's baseball season, and that means warmer weather, sports fans. They can get awfully hot, muggy, and just plain unbearable in the months to come. Eskimo Air Conditioning is the company you can depend on to keep you cool and comfortable. From commercial projects to servicing your home's air conditioner, they provide quality, courtesy, and professionalism in every job they do. Find out more by calling 909-920-3700 or log on to www.eskimoair.com.
When things heat up, think Eskimo Air.
This is Rob Sinclair, the voice of the Quakes of the Ontario Airport Marriott. If you're looking for a great place to eat, the Ontario Airport Marriott features the D Street Sports Bar and Grill, open daily from 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 a.m., the Pacific Grill for the fine diner, or stop by the 24-hour Pacific Deli. The Ontario Airport Marriott is located at 2200 East Holt Boulevard, just off the 10 freeway. The Ontario Airport Marriott, a proud sponsor of your 2006 Quakes on the radio.
Bottom of the 8th inning from the epicenter in Rancho, Cucamonga. And it is the Modesto Nuts on top of the Quakes right now, 5-2. Here in the bottom of the 8th inning, a pitching change for Modesto here in the bottom of the 8th. It is now number 41, Darren Clarke, big right-handed pitcher, 6'8", 235 pounds, out of Tampa, Florida. Spent all of last year in Modesto. So far this season, he has been pitching pretty well. He is 0-0 with a 1.42 ERA in 6 games, 6 innings pitched, 1 hit, 1 earned run, 1 home run, 1 walk, and 6 strikeouts. Very good ratio for him. Batters are only hitting .048 against the big right-hander, Darren Clarke. Clark's first pitch misses down low, and that is ball 1 to the leadoff hitter, Drew Toussaint, here in the bottom of the 8th. Clarke fires a strike down the middle of the plate, swung on and missed by Drew Toussaint, and it is now 1-1. Toussaint, 2 for 2 on the day, a single, a home run, and a walk, this being his 4th at-bat. Darren Clarke just gets the inside corner, and that is strike 2. So Clarke quickly ahead of Toussaint. 1-2. Bottom of the 8th inning here at the epicenter. Clarke, 1-2 pitch. Tapper to second base. Wimberly up with it. Throws on to Wilson, and that will retire Toussaint. Fans, remember, Quakes Baseball is brought to you in part by Round Table Pizza of Rancho, Cucamonga. Bring your Quakes ticket stub to get a large one-topping pizza for just $10.99 plus tax. Call them at 909-980-8040 for delivery. That's Round Table Pizza. One out here in the bottom of the 8th. Ben Johnson, the catcher, facing Darren Clarke, and he breaks his bat, sends a ground ball to the third baseman, and he beats it out of first base. Good hustle play from Ben Johnson. Just a broken bat number down to the third baseman, Duke Sardinia. Sardinia had to take a couple of extra steps, and by that time, he had to fire it over to first base, and it was not in time to retire the catcher, Ben Johnson, running down the first base line. So the Quakes will have something going here in the bottom of the 8th inning with 1 out. Ben Johnson beats out the broken bat hit. Head coach Bobby Mitchell comes out and is having a conversation with the home plate umpire. Looks like we're going to have ourselves a pinch hitter, and we certainly are. Pinch hitter is number 35, Matt Pally. Pally, a left-handed hitter, 6'1", 215 pounds, out of Houston, Texas, a former 17th round selection in 2003. Last year with Rancho Cucamonga, hit .257 with 12 homers and 77 RBIs coming off the bench here to try and get a pinch hit. Takes the first pitch from Darren Clarke over the inside corner for strike one. Clarke, the 0-1 pitch, ground ball to shortstop. Dragicevic throws it over to Wimberly. Wimberly back over to Wilson. That is a double play, an inning-ending double play. So the threat over for the Quakes here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Pally takes one pitch and grounds into the double play to end the inning. Threat over. Modesto Nuts leading the Quakes 5-2. We're going to the 9th. You're listening to the Quakes Radio Network.
Hey fans, Rob Sinclair here reminding you that any night is a great night to enjoy Quakes baseball. Our Monday Madness promotion gets you 2 tickets, 2 hot dogs, 2 sodas, and 2 popcorns for just $12. Come out for Weenie Wednesdays and enjoy delicious Farmer John hot dogs for just $1. And every Thursday, quench your thirst with $1 beers and sodas on Dave & Buster's Thirsty Thursday. To order Quakes tickets in person, stop by the Epicenter from 10 to 5 Monday through Friday and 10 to 2 on Saturday. You can also order by phone by calling 909-481-5252 or buy tickets online at rcquakes.com.
Do you have a home improvement project you'd like done? Then bring in the pros at Handyman Unlimited. They're your one-stop household maintenance and repair service. They offer a way for you to economically maintain and enhance the life of your home without investing your leisure time. They specialize in patio covers, fences, gates, decks, plumbing, electrical, carpentry, and more. Handyman Unlimited does it all. See them on the web at handymanunlimited.com.
Handyman Unlimited, taking care of your repair needs the first time, on time.
Hey folks, Rob Sinclair here to tell you about the good people at Nationwide Surveys and what they can do for your business. They can handle customer surveys, employee feedback, and even online and on-site data collection. That's Nationwide Surveys, reliable feedback, fast. Call them today at 1-800-252-0640 or visit them at nationwidesurveys.com. That's 800-252-0640 or online at nationwidesurveys.com.
7, 8 batters coming up for the Modesto Nuts here in the top of the 9th inning. Justin Nelson, Duke Sardinia, and Kyle Wilson will be facing a new arm. Good outing from Joe Torres, but now it will be Frederick De Lozaga Carney who will now get to look at the Modesto Nuts here in the top of the 9th inning. De Lozaga Carney, 0-1 so far this season. 3.12 ERA in 5 games. This will be his 6th appearance. Has not started a game. Has 2 saves on this young season. Has pitched 8 2/3 innings, surrendering 9 hits, 3 earned runs, 3 walks, and 6 strikeouts. Batters are hitting .273 against him so far this season as he's completing his warm-ups here in the top of the 9th inning. Tough task at hand, facing the 6, 7, 8 batters. They have done a pretty good job so far. They've tallied 4 hits and have accounted for 3 runs of the Nuts' 5 so far in this game. So De Lozaga Carney has his work cut out for him. Justin Nelson will be the leadoff hitter. He is 2 for 3 with a single and a triple and has scored a run. Flew out in his last at-bat. De Lozaga Carney, a 6'3" right-hander out of Norwalk, Connecticut, a 33rd round selection in 2004. And his first pitch to Nelson. Swung on and missed for strike 1. The 0-1 from De Lozaga Carney clips the inside corner and quickly ahead of Nelson, 0-2. De Lozaga trying to weather the storm here in a 5-2 game that the Quakes are losing to the Nuts. Trying to keep some more runs off the board here so that they have a chance to come back and try and score a couple here in the 9th. His 0-2 pitch misses inside and is now 1-2. De La Zaga Carney from the windup has his sign and his pitch. A changeup outside. De La Zaga Carney, a very long last name, rivals the former William Van Landingham of San Francisco Giants lore as one of the longest names to ever be on the back of a jersey. Feel sorry for the team manager as to stitch on that last name. Curveball bounces to the backstop for ball 3. Full count to Justin Nelson, the left fielder for the Nuts. The 3-2 misses down and inside, and Justin Leonard is aboard with a leadoff walk here in the top of the 9th inning. Fans Quakes Baseball is brought to you in part by Esther's Taco in Upland, serving authentic Mexican food 7 days a week. Esther's Tacos features tacos, burritos, quesadillas, and fajitas. Call them at 909-946-8111 for catering information and enter to win free Quakes tickets. Very exciting from Esther Tacos. De La Zaga Carney's first pitch to Duke Sardinia is in there for strike 1. Good job of De La Zaga Carney getting ahead of both hitters, but he lost the last one. Runner on first base here in the top of the 9th, 5-2 for Modesto. And the 0-1 curveball misses outside and is now 1-1. Duke Sardinia, 1 for 3 on the day with a strikeout, and doubled in Justin Nelson, one hop the wall in the 4th inning. He also grounded out to shortstop. De La Zaga Carney's 1-1 pitch, a pitch out, nothing doing. And Ben Johnson will go out and talk with De La Zaga Carney. De La Zaga Carney, a little bit of a struggle last year with Rancho Cucamonga, 1-1 with an 8.91 ERA, 1 save, and 33 and a third innings pitched. Had better luck in Cedar Rapids with an 0-0 record and only a 3.57 ERA with 7 saves, predominantly used as a reliever. De La Zaga Carney completely ignores the runner going to second base. A huge jump from Justin Nelson, and he steals second base very easily. He was already halfway to second base by the time that De La Zaga picked up his leg to pitch. Huge jump. But one thing, he did stumble about halfway through, so Ben Johnson did get a throw off, but it wasn't even close. Justin Nelson had himself a stolen base. So a runner on second base here in the top of the 9th. De La Zaga Carney working on Duke Sardinia, the 8th place hitter, and swung on and missed for strike 2. It is now 2-2 to Duke Sardinia. De La Zaga Carney's 3-2 pitch. Swinging a drive to left field. Drew Toussaint giving chase, and it is off the wall. Rounding third base, that is Justin Nelson. He will be waved home. He will score, and Duke Sardinia has his second double of the game. 6-2 now the score here in the epicenter here at Rancho Cucamonga. The double by Duke Sardinia, scoring Justin Nelson from second base, who led off the inning with a walk. Still no outs here in the top of the 9th. Kyle Wilson, the first baseman, getting a crack at De La Zaga Carney. De La Zaga Carney's first pitch. A ground ball up the middle. Rodriguez has a nice play up the middle and throws out. Kyle Wilson at first place. Very nice play, ranging up the middle to make that play. Rodriguez was shading Wilson towards the hole of the 5-6 hole and ranged very far up the middle. Made a very nice play and threw on to Remily to make the out. But on the play, Sardinia moves over to third base, so a productive out nonetheless for Kyle Wilson, who grounds out to shortstop for the third time in this game, has a home run and grounded out to short 3 times. But now Chris Fry will get a crack. Only one out here in the top of the 9th inning. 1 run in already. The 6th run here. Quakes with the infield in. 1-1 count to the right fielder for Modesto, Chris Fry. De La Zaga Carney has his sign at the belt, ready to go. Fires in a long drive, hit foul down the right field line. Chris Fry right out in front of a fastball, just missing it. De La Zaga Carney out in front, 1-2 here in the top of the 9th inning. 1 run in for the Nuts already. 1 runner at third base. Now for Chris Fry with 1 out, trying to pick up some more insurance. And that ball misses down low, so the count is now even at 2-2. Duke Sardinia, the runner at third base, after doubling in a run and moving over on the Kyle Wilson ground ball. Foul ball, straight back. Count remains 2-2. Very nice attendance here at the Epicenter, 4,992. Very nice attendance here for a Saturday night. Enjoying a ball game and a beautiful night for baseball. De La Zaga Carney's pitch is a ground ball to first base. Remmerly comes home with it, and Sardinia is cut down at the plate. Very nice play from Cliff Remmerly to cut down the run coming down from third base. Duke Sardinia cut down by Cliff Remmerly. But Chris Fry now reaches first base on the fielder's choice. But Remmerly was playing in on the grass from first base, and they were on the contact play from Modesto. That means that on contact that they see down low, Modesto was going to be running from home. Very nice play from Cliff Remmerly to retire the out at home. De La Zaga Carney now with 2 outs. Chris Fry takes off for second base, and the ball goes, and it's off of the leadoff hitter, Corey Wimberly. That would be a hit by pitch. The ball went all the way back to the screen behind Ben Johnson. De La Zaga Carney thought that was a wild pitch, and so did Ben Johnson, but it ended up clipping Corey Wimberly. So now Wimberly is now on at first base. Good wheels. Fry also has very good speed from second base, so a base hit would for sure score him, unless it is an absolute rocket. So runners on first and second. De La Zaga Carney not out of trouble yet. 2 outs here in the top of the 9th, and fastball misses high. 1-0 to Jeff Dragicevic, the shortstop. 0 for 4 on the day, has himself a hat trick, 3 strikeouts, and has lined into a double play. Dragicevic swings and fouls one down at the plate. And it is 1-1. 2 outs here from the Epicenter here in Rancho Cucamonga. Frederick De La Zaga Carney on here in the 9th inning, facing the Modesto Nuts, who have a 6-2 lead right now. Jeff Dragicevic at the plate. Check over to second base and a throw, and Chris Fry is back in time. Score from Los Angeles tonight. The Dodgers trailing the Arizona Diamondbacks in the top of the 8th inning, 5-4 with 1 out. De La Zaga Carney pitch, and swung on and missed from Dragicevic, and it is 1-2. Ahead in the count is De La Zaga Carney, 1-2 to Dragicevic. And he misses just outside, and that evens the count. 2s across the board, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the 9th inning. De La Zaga Carney pitching to Jeff Dragicevic here. Good to speak of, but has no ERA as well. In 5 games, he has 4 saves, 5 innings pitched, and has only surrendered 3 hits while striking out 6. First pitch to the leadoff hitter, Josh LeBlanc, was a ball, and that second pitch was now over the plate for a strike, and it is 1-1. Fastball on the outside misses, so it is now a 2-1 count to the leadoff hitter, Josh LeBlanc. LeBlanc having a bit of a tough day, not getting on base at the way he would like to. He is 1 for 4 today, and he takes ball 3 up high. So, trying to do something here for the Quakes in the bottom of the 9th inning. It is 8-2, and LeBlanc takes a strike, and that makes the count full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 3-2 pitch, LeBlanc sends a fly ball to center field. Medium depth to Matt Miller. He makes the catch, and there is 1 out here in the bottom of the 9th. Freddy Sandoval will be the batter here, bottom of the 9th, 1 out. The epicenter here in Rancho Cucamonga, 8-2. Modesto leading the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. Beer's first pitch is a ball outside. Beer, not such a big guy, 6'1", 200 pounds, a right-hander out of Mission, Texas. His 1-0 pitch is in there for strike 1. Evens the count at 1-1. Beer's 1-1 pitch, working quickly to Sandoval, swung on and missed. And Sandoval's down the count 1-2. Quakes down to their final 2 outs here in the ball game. Need 6 runs to tie it. It is 8-2. Beer's pitch is fouled straight back. Fans, Quakes Baseball is brought to you in part by Bobby Baja's in Rancho Cucamonga, offering the best tri-tip California barbecue and Baja street food in Inland Empire. Let Bobby's Baja cater to your family just like they cater to the Quakes press box. Ground ball over to second base. Wimberly throws on, and Sandoval is retired for the second out here in the 9th. Bobby's Baja is located on the corner of Foothill and Vineyard in Rancho Cucamonga, or call them at 909-989-9925. Sean Rodriguez, last chance for the Quakes here in the bottom of the 9th inning, trailing 8-2. Rodriguez having a pretty good day, 3 for 4, facing Scott Beerer. First pitch from Beerer is a strike down the middle for strike 1. Beers 0-1, misses outside. Count now 1-1. Beer working quickly. The 1-1 pitch is tapped to the third baseman, Duke Sardinia, who throws over to Kyle Wilson, and that will do it for the Quakes. A ground ball to Duke Sardinia, and that will do it. The 8-2 victory today over the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes, redeeming themselves and evening the series at 1 game apiece. Last night, the Quakes dominated the Nuts 11-0, and now the Nuts get their revenge, and it is now a 1-1 series. The season finale will be tomorrow. Tomorrow's probable starters will be Nick Green for the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes, coming into the game with a 2-1 record with a 2.87 ERA. And for Modesto, right-hander Samuel Dudunyo, who comes in with a 1-1 record and a 4.02 ERA. Final line score for tonight's game. For Modesto, 5 runs on 9 hits, and there was 1 error. 8 runs on 11 hits and 1 error. And for Rancho Cucamonga, there was 2 runs on 11 hits and no errors. Winning pitcher on the day is Franklin Morales. He improves to 1-0. The loser is Micah Posey, and he moves to 1-1. No save on the day in the 8-2 ball game, even though the closer Scott Beer came on. Home runs were hit by Drew Toussaint of the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes, and also Kyle Wilson went yard. Once again, the final line score for the Modesto Nuts, 8 runs on 11 hits. There was 1 error. And for the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes, 2 runs on 11 hits and no errors. The final score, the Modesto Nuts 8 and the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes 2. The winner, Franklin Morales, who is now 1-0, and the loser is Micah Posey, who is now 1-1. When we come back, we will have the Yellow Book postgame show. Thank you for listening to Quakes Radio.
Rancho Cucamonga Quakes Baseball has been brought to you in part by the Ontario Airport Marriott, Vineyard Bank, Charter Media, Galliano Winery, the City of Laughlin Convention and Visitors Bureau, Sprint, Chipotle, Red Roof Inn, the City of Rancho Cucamonga, Allstate Insurance, Farmer John, Xbox, Yellow Book USA, and NationwideSurveys.com. KWRM 1370 is the radio home for Quakes Baseball all season long. This has been Rancho Cucamonga Quakes Baseball. The Yellow Book USA postgame show is next. The 2006 Rancho Cucamonga Quakes aren't always playing baseball at the Epicenter. During their downtime, you can catch them playing the official gaming console of the 2006 Quakes, Xbox 360. Xbox 360 is the most powerful video game and entertainment system out there, delivering the best games, the next generation of premier Xbox Live online gaming services, and unique digital entertainment experiences that revolve around you. Xbox 360, available now at your local retailer. Jump in at www.xbox.com for more information.
Faucets leaking, termites feasting, wishing, tackle, paints and spackle, tubs, jacuzzis, tapes and movies, everything from A to Z. Tile and lumber, tons of plumbers, elevators, coffee makers, radiators, party favors. Take a look and you'll see. Let your fingers do the walking, Yellow Book, not the other book. Artists, posers, florists, grocers, water coolers, bakers, jewelers, everything from A to Z. Duct tape, landscape, sit-down mowers, dentists, false teeth, uppers, lowers, wholesale, retail, Bombay, white whale. Take a look and you'll see. Let your fingers do the walking, Yellow Book. Let your fingers do the walking, Yellow Book, not the other book.
To place your ad at people's fingertips, call 1-800-YB-YELLOW. Yellow Book, not the other book.
Welcome to the Yellow Book USA post-game show. Look your information up in Yellow Book, not the other book. This is Quakes Baseball.
Welcome back to the Yellow Book post-game show. Rancho Cucamonga losing Game 2 of the series 8-2 to the Modesto Nuts. Modesto had 8 runs on 11 hits and 1 error, and Rancho Cucamonga could only muster 2 hits on 11 hits, no errors. The winning pitcher was Franklin Morales, who is now 1-0, and Micah Posey receives the last. Home runs by Drew Toussaint of Rancho Cucamonga and also by Kyle Wilson of the Modesto Nuts. With the victory, Modesto improves to 8-7 in the California North League, and Rancho Cucamonga falls to 9-6. Depending on how Inland Empire and Lake Elsinore fared here in their ball games, they might have lost their lead here in the California League standings in the South Division. They were only leading Inland Empire and Lake Elsinore by 1 game apiece, and with this loss, might have surrendered their first place lead. And some final line scores, some hitters that we wanted to highlight for you. For Modesto, Wimberly was one of the offensive stars, the leadoff hitter. He was 3 for 4 with an RBI and a run. And the sixth place hitter, Justin Nelson, he was 2 for 3 with that triple in the top of the 4th inning. Also scored a run and had an RBI. Duke Sardina was 1 for 3 with an RBI and a run. And also Kyle Wilson with the home run in the top of the 4th inning. Some highlights for the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. The shortstop, Sean Rodriguez, was 3 for 4, had a double and 2 singles and scored a run. Designated hitter Michael Collins had a double and an RBI. Cody Fuller, the right fielder, was 2 for 3, and Drew Toussaint was 2 for 3 with an RBI and a run scored on his home run in the 4th inning off of the starter, Franklin Morales. Morales, for the Modesto Nuts, a very good outing, went 5 innings, surrendered 7 hits, but only gave up 2 runs, both of them earned, walked 3, and struck out 5. His ERA is now 2.54. Very good outing for the number 3 rated prospect in the Colorado Rockies system. Tough outing for Mike Apozzi. He now falls to 3-1. He surrendered he is now 1-1, through 3 1/3 innings pitched and surrendered 8 hits, 5 runs, all of them earned, 2 walks and 4 strikeouts. His ERA balloons up to 7.20. That would be your Yellow Book postgame show. Once again, the final line score for Modesto, 8 runs on 11 hits and 1 error, and the Quakes, 2 runs on 11 hits and no errors. The Modesto Nuts come even in the series. It is now 1-1 after the Quakes taking game 1, 11-0. The Modesto Nuts even the series 1-1 with the rubber match coming tomorrow. The starters for that will be Nick Green for the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. He is 2-1 with a 2.87 ERA. And for the Modesto Nuts, it will be right-hander Samuel DeDuno. He is 1-1 with a 4.02 ERA. For everybody involved in tonight's broadcast on the Quakes Network, especially our director and producer Josh Souter and John Souter, I am Jeff Levering. Thank you for listening in on Quakes Baseball.
You've been listening to the Yellow Book USA postgame show. Look your information up in Yellow Book, not the other book. KWRM 1370 is the radio home for Quakes Baseball all season long. This has been Quakes Baseball.